All right.
Jake, are you ready?
I've been
Hold on, I'll
ready
turn my
for
camera on.
about 12 hours.
Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Dakota, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what's in your pants. Just get on the floor and dance. Get in the rings and box. Up next is Cox and Stocks.
Welcome to Cox and Stocks, where we light 'em up, kick back, and talk about what's going on in the NFL with Dizzy Ray Boy, Little Nugget. Well. It's time for Cox and Stocks.
That's right. It's time for Cox and Stocks. Now, here are your hosts, Dizzy, Rayboy, and Lil Nugget.
Oh, man. I have waited. Man, it's been a long off season. Ladies and gentlemen, he's and she's and everything in between. I am one of your co-hosts here today. RJ Smitty, Ray Boy here. I'm joined by my right here on Discord, Jacob Buller, Dizzy. Dizzy, how you doing? How you doing,
Let's
Dizzy?
go.
Yep, he is here. He's ready to go. I'm joined immediately below me, Matty B, Lil Nug. How you doing, Matt?
Wonderful. It's been way too long. Like you said, 6 months.
Yes, sir. And, whoa, don't look now. We have a special guest host, the AJ Hawk to our Pat McAfee, Dakota Hollabooty Murphy. Woo! Dakota Murphy is joining us. Hollabooty, he is a KC fan. Tapping the hat, Dakota Murph. Hollabooty, how you doing, Hollabooty?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be a part of this. I've
Dude.
watched you guys do it for about 3 or 4 seasons now. In fact, I think I technically was a part of the first season when we weren't doing all this. We were just fucking giving predictions before it was even. It was just like who's gonna win the game. That's all it was, and we were just doing it for shit talking rights. And you guys took it to another level. Wasn't interested, but here I am. Let's give this a try.
Hey,
Yep.
he,
We
hey,
appreciate you having us. Thank you.
correct me if I'm wrong, Hollabooty, but you did said the reason you weren't participating in Cox and Stocks beforehand is because that you said you would whip our ass up and down in Cox and Stocks, and you just didn't want to embarrass us. Is that true?
That's something that is likely that I've said. I don't remember it off the top of my head. It does sound like me.
Okay.
And maybe I'm just here to prove it. I don't know yet. Or
I do have a
maybe I'm just
question
a
for our
giant
special
shit
guest.
talker.
Okay.
What's up, Maddie?
How do you feel about the allegations against you that you cheated during the first season when we weren't having the podcast? How do you feel about the allegations
Well,
against
what
you?
exactly was I accused of cheating of?
Stealing someone else's picks and not doing any research? Again, just accusations. Just want to put that
Those accusations, I don't know. I just played the game, trying my best to pick teams I thought was going to win. And it just so happened to line up with somebody else's picks. It's weird coincidence. So yeah, I got tested for it. It didn't pop hot. So
Well, we are very happy to have you here. You're the AJ Hawk to our Pat McAfee here. Very glad that you are joining the show here. And we have another season of NFL football coming up here, the 2024 and the 2025 season here. And first, we're going to start off here with our bold predictions. We're starting off with this because after we do the bold predictions, we're going to go into our division / conference / Super Bowl predictions. And I think it makes sense to start with the bold predictions because that will lay some of the kind of the foundation and context for why you pick the teams to win the division, win the conference, and win the Super Bowl. So starting off here, Matt, we're going to give you the honors here. You won Cox and Stocks last year, Matt. We're going to go, congratulations on winning last year. Congratulations on winning last year. Big moment for you. Give us your 3 bold predictions for this year. What are your 3 bold predictions?
Number one, I think the Dennis Allen and the Saints. I think he'll be fired before week 10 of the regular season.
Oh.
He'll be the first coach fired if you want to get specific with it.
Oh, so first coach fired. He's just the first before week 10 or just overall? He's just the first
Overall,
coach.
but I think it will happen before week 10.
DA is the
But
first
I want to say
coach
that
fired.
yes, that's the biggest thing right there.
All right. Got that locked in as
Number
number 1,
two.
number 2.
I think this is going to be very controversial. We all know that the Chiefs had major drop issues last year. That is on record. They led the league in most drop passes.
That's a Mahomes
I think
hater
that changed-
fucking prediction.
I
think
let
that
him
changes this
cook. Let him
year.
cook.
I think that changes this year. I think they will have the least amount of drop passes this year.
Oh, the Chiefs have
Whoa!
the least amount of dropses.
That's what I like to
Mahomes
hear.
Lover prediction.
That's what I like to hear.
They got rid of Kadarius Toney, and Clyde Edward-Helaire is on the IR, so that already helps them right there. And then the third one.
Mm-hmm.
This is painful for me to say, so I'm not a fan of it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I think the Chicago Bears make the playoffs.
Wow.
Yep,
That's-
not a fan of it.
let's do that.
Not a fan.
Wow. Wow.
But that team, as we always say, for quarterback to succeed, they need players around him, good players around him, and that's exactly who they have.
That's true. That's
Ha-
it. Yeah.
How do you think they do in the division? Do you think they win the division? I know your prediction is they win the or
No.
they go to the playoffs, but do you think they're going to get second at least? Because like if you
I
got,
don't think. I think potentially they could get third and still make the playoffs.
Yes.
Wow.
That's the thing, dude. NFC North, dude. That fucking division's hot.
Yep. Tough. And I'm not gonna say who's my prediction winner is. Yeah, I don't want to get there. I don't want to jump, but it will not be the Chicago Bears. That's for sure.
Hey Jake, we're coming to you next. You had a lot to say.
Yeah.
You came second place last year in Cox and
Yeah.
Stocks. Give us your 3 bold predictions this year.
Okay, first one. This one has the most insight into it. Okay, most research, right?
Okay.
Lions, 1 seed for the NFC.
Wow.
Why do I say this? Have you seen their schedule?
I have
Damn
not.
near every single game except for I think 1 or 2 are dome games. Jared Goff is a dome quarterback. Okay.
Okay.
Also, the Cowboys have had a lot of noise this offseason. The
Uh-huh.
Niners have had a lot of noise this
Yeah.
offseason. And the Eagles haven't had that much noise, but their team has fundamentally changed. And Nick Sirianni is probably going to get fired if they don't do it.
They got
So,
Saquon.
Those,
Yep.
I mean, that's about saying, like, you have the freaking some 6-year-old dude as your running back. No one cares about Saquon. Okay. so those are obviously like the top 3 teams that get talked about in the NFC. They all have had issues off season. Lions have had nothing but positives throughout this off season. And like, I wish I could find the graphic, but it was like literally every single game besides like 2 of them were dome games. So I think we get the 1 seed this year and get a nice bye. Second prediction: Falcons win the NFC South.
Whoa.
Yeah,
think-
that's not
I
that
think-
bold. That's a weak
I
division.
know, but the Bears making the playoffs is not that fucking big of a
What?
fucking prediction. Everyone's been saying that, okay? Everyone's been saying that. So, but I'm saying that because people obviously expect Baker and fucking Mike Evans to win, that by a margin. Saints, Matt, you said earlier, obviously they suck. They have a bunch of shit going on with their coach.
Yep.
Panthers, no one's expecting shit out of them.
Nope.
Falcons, they have the new quarterback. They have new coach, and usually like a new coach, new quarterback, like that usually does kind of well, Like
That's a combo.
Kind of goes
Yep,
well.
yep.
So that's my third prediction. Justin Herbert
no.
gets injured, is out for the season,
Why would he say that?
and goes down and continues his streak as the greatest quarterback in history of the NFL to never win a playoff game. And Ryan, you're Mr. Longevity. And I know you have him in your top 10, so I just wanted if you want to.
I don't have him in my top 10.
Okay.
I just want to say we do not condone players getting injured. We do not.
No,
want
he's
players
obviously going to fake it
injured.
like he did this year. So,
Oh.
but
Okay.
So what do you want me to type here? Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert gets injured again and continues his streak as the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL to never win a playoff game.
So do you want to say Justin Herbert pulls to Justin Herbert? Do you just want that?
He already did in the offseason, so I mean, fuck. He already got injured once.
His streak of greatest. Fuck, I can't.
Greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL to
Dude.
never win a playoff game.
Never win a.
Coined by you two, of course. Coined by you two. I never said
I don't
that.
think we actually coined that actually.
Yeah, no, one of you guys actually did. I think it was Ryan. I think Ryan unironically said that one time.
I don't. If I did, I take that back. Like greatest quarterback to never win a playoff
Yeah.
game.
Yes, because we were talking about it, and I was like, do you mean like this season? And you're like, no, ever. And it's because I was talking about Aaron Rodgers and it goes to like the playoffs, like his last year as a Packer or whatever. And you said that Justin Herbert is probably the greatest quarterback to never. It was at that time never go to a playoff game, but now it's never.
Well, remember that was pseudo playoffs for Aaron Rodgers though. That was pseudo playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Those are my 3 predictions.
Okay. Well, that's a
Ryan, before you type yours 3, can I change my third one?
sure. Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Anthony Richardson wins the MVP.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
Both send it.
that's a bold prediction right there.
That's a bold prediction.
Yeah.
That's a bold prediction.
Send it. No,
Anthony.
put AR5. AR5.
How do you spell Richardson? Is it all
Just
right?
put AR. Just put
Okay.
AR5.
AR5 wins MVP. Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Jeez Louise.
Put some respect on his name.
My oh my. All right. Well, those are some predictions there, Matt and Jakey boy. Well, it's time for my predictions. And I've kind of spoiled my predictions, my bold predictions to Jake and one of them to Dakota. But here are my bold predictions. The first one. The Bills miss the playoffs
Whoa.
this year. They do not make the
Dang.
playoffs. They do not make it. They lost
Wow,
a
they would.
significant portion of their secondary. They lost Stephon Diggs, the number 1 receiver since he got there under Josh Allen. They lost Gabe Davis also.
Yep.
Josh Allen is throwing to a rookie wide receiver and who's the tight end? Knox? What's his-
Kincaid.
Kincaid, yeah, Kincaid. He's thrown to those two guys. I don't
Well,
see
he
the
did that-
Bills.
He's both tight ends.
Oh, does he? Anyway, I don't see
Yeah,
him. I don't see the Bills making the playoffs. We'll get into how many games they win later down the road into Cox and Stocks. But
Who's your running back?
um,
Some
James
no
Cook.
name?
James Cook, their
Oh,
brother.
yeah.
Gavin.
Okay. I think
but either
that's
way, excuse me, I don't see the Bills making the playoffs. My second prediction: the Steelers. They
Oh.
win the AFC North. Yes. And here's why.
Wow.
And Jake agreed with me on this.
Wow.
If Russell Wilson doesn't even have to be average. If Russell Wilson put up the numbers that he put up last year in Denver, 26 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns is literally double the passing touchdowns the Steelers had last year. Actually, last year and more than double the year before.
Is that real?
That's real.
that a
That's a
real
real.
stat?
You can look that up. You can look it up right now. If Russell Wilson literally played his same exact stats last year from Denver on the Steelers, he would have more touchdowns and more yards. And the Steelers started 4 quarterbacks last year. So if Russell Wilson just plays like he did last year or average Seattle Seahawks play, I think the Steelers will win the AFC North. And my bold prediction is the AFC North, they win. If I was to go super fucking crazy, I would say the Steelers. I mean, I'm just saying. They might be in the AFC Championship game this year.
Chill
I'm
the
just saying.
fuck out.
Hey,
chill the
I look.
fuck
I'm
out.
just saying.
Legit.
I'm just saying.
Still a
Don't
Russell Wilson enjoyer.
look. Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised when it
Patrick Mahomes
happens.
fucking
Jake-
sucks. Russell Wilson,
Look, Jake, do the
Oh.
unlimited. Do the unlimited talk. Please just do it
Mr.
real quick.
Unlimited.
There it
I'm
is.
just saying.
There it is.
It's a bold prediction. It's a bold prediction.
AFC Championship.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Don't be surprised if it happens. Don't be surprised. And my last pick.
Oh, we will be.
I will be surprised.
My last bold prediction. My MVP pick.
Ooh.
Jared Goff. I think
What?
Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff. Whatever
Don't
you
never
want to
give
say
it to a
about
white
him.
dude.
Jared Goff last year was a top 5 quarterback. The only thing that I think held him back from winning MVP last year was one, Dak Prescott had a better regular season performance, and two, Dan Campbell going for it on fourth downs just kind of fucked them. And I think if they would have
We
won a
won
few,
doing that though.
that's true, but they also lost. But I think if they would have won some of those games, Jared Goff would have been MVP. He should have
We
been
were
in
12-5.
and they could have been 14-3 or whatever. Or
What the hell?
if Dan
12-5.
Campbell wasn't calling, if just listen, if he wasn't calling some dumb plays like in that Cowboys game where he went for it like 7 times on fourth down and like whatever, I think Jared Goff, he was a top 3 quarterback last year, top 5 quarterback last year. I think this year Jared Goff, that's my bold prediction. Jared Goff wins MVP.
First
I like
off, we
it.
obviously
I
we
like
were
that.
robbed that game. Everyone fucking knows that shit. We were robbed that game because the refs didn't see that fucking Decker flipped his jersey. And second off, what do you mean win or lose more games? We were 12-5. Probably had like the third or fourth best record in the fucking NFL. Maybe
I think
even
if
close
it-
to the best.
Well, they're gonna take that into account, the people who vote on it. I'm just saying, he's a sleeper pick for MVP. Amon-Ra just signed a big contract.
Yep.
But nice
Who's-
Sewell.
Yeah, Sewell. I think he's got all the pieces around him to make him. I mean, he already is a top 5 QB in the league right now, in my opinion. I think he has a really good shot to win MVP this year.
If they get the 1 seed, he might get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, both could happen. Both would help both arguments.
But those are my picks. We're moving on to our special guest, Holla Booty, Dakota Murphy. Dakota Murphy, let's hear your bold predictions.
So I want to start this off for anybody listening out there. I don't know as much as these guys, so these bold predictions may not seem so bold anymore after hearing these guys. But I'm going to go ahead and say I think Dak Prescott gets MVP.
Whoa!
Hell no. Hell no.
Oh, that's bold.
He sucks too much.
Is it because you guys share the same name?
What? Is his full name Dakota?
Yeah.
I believe it is.
I
yeah.
didn't know that. I was not familiar with that, but you know what? That could just influence my decision even more to be like, hey, he's definitely winning it now. I mean, he threw 36 touchdowns last year, over 4,500 yards.
Hey, some of those
Threw
are
9
fucking,
interceptions.
Some of those are fluff stats after he got blown out 45-16 by the Packers, so they just play prevent defense.
That's
for
one
a
game,
whole
and that doesn't
quarter.
even
Doesn't
count for
matter.
the stats.
Doesn't matter.
That
Hey.
doesn't account for the stats.
Hey, play against a shit team, you're going to pad your stats.
No, but he lost
True.
though.
Well, it is what it is. All right,
We're
second.
just gonna ignore that.
My second prediction is I think the Colts are going to take the AFC South.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's bold. I like it.
Nice.
Ooh, above the rising star CJ Stroud, you think, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still new, so you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
And
True.
my third prediction, I got approval from Jake, but my third prediction is I'm gonna do better at Cox and Stocks than Ryan Smith this year.
Oh, wow!
That's the best one. That's the best one.
Is it really that bold?
Oh my God, Matt, come on.
Oh! Holy smokes.
I love it. That's awesome.
I'm gonna add some exclamation marks at the end of that one. Wow. Damn,
Great
those are some
prediction, great
predictions.
prediction.
That last
Yeah.
one's a bold one, that's for sure. Damn. Well, I guess if I lose, I guess I'll just be the host from now on after that. Wow, those are our bold predictions. Those are some good ones. Let's move into our Cox and Stocks predictions for who's going to win the division, who's going to win each conference, and who's going to win the Super Bowl. Now, we did do our way too early division predictions and all that shit like a week after the Super Bowl or whatever. Now, you can look at them on the screen here, and I don't even know half of these what I was thinking after. Like, I picked the Patriots to win the AFC East. I don't know what I was thinking, but we're gonna update these. We're adding Dakota in. We're gonna start with the AFC East here. I can already tell you I'm updating my prediction to win the AFC East. The teams in the division are the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets. I am updating my prediction to the Dolphins to win the division. And we'll go down the line here. Matt, who do you think is going to win the division?
I will also pick the Dolphins.
You're also going with the Dolphins, okay?
Oh yeah, I like Tua got paid. Tyreek got paid. Waddle got paid. They have an explosive. Two more fast in addition to and the running back they had last year had 19 rushing touchdowns. I forget his name.
A-Chain?
Explosive offense. I think it continues with the case. No, the other one, the starter.
Mostert?
What's his name?
Is it Mostert?
Mostert.
Oh, yeah,
Raheem
Mostert,
Mostert.
yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, Mostert. So, explosive offense, I like it. Let's go with the Dolphins.
All right. Matt likes the Dolphins. Jake?
I'm gonna play just black sheep here. I think I'm gonna stay on the Bills. Dolphins is the obvious pick to win.
Yep.
But I'm really curious just to see how Josh Allen plays without Stephon Diggs fucking crying in his ear all the time. I think
Sure.
obviously another sleeper pick here
Sure.
is the Jets, but I'll ride with the Bills and just see how it plays out.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say, why not the Jets then? Why the vote of confidence of the Bills and not Jets?
Because Josh Allen could literally fucking carry a team by himself. Aaron Rodgers really can't.
Really? You don't think? Is it because the age factor, or because he hasn't played in a year factor?
No, it's just the fact that Josh Allen could truck a linebacker. That's kind of what I like.
Oh,
about him.
okay. So, okay, all right.
I think Josh Allen is literally like a carry. So I'm just kind of curious. I'm kind of curious to see how he plays without Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Dakota, how
And
you
Gabe
feeling about
Davis.
this?
So I was also going to pick the Dolphins.
Oh.
And I'm going to continue to do that.
I like it.
I
Big
think
Tua fan.
I think if Tua doesn't get hurt, and I mean he has Tyreek Hill out there, like literally the guy's he's a breed of his own. Like he's so fucking fast, he can catch the ball. Like
Hill.
I mean that's enough said. Honestly, Tyreek Hill is a cheat code.
Speaking of breeding of his own, he just had his 12th
He
kid.
just had another kid. Not surprised.
Yep.
Hey, Tyreek Hill is out there, but you got to watch out for Mostert. You got to watch out for Waddle. Like, all
Yeah,
of a
I mean
sudden-
they have other weapons on the Dolphins,
Waddle.
Yeah.
but I mean, again, Hill is a cheat code. I wish the Chiefs would have fucking paid him, but it is what it is.
I was listening to, I forget it was, it might have been Get Up or First Take. I forget what show it was or what podcast it was, but someone was saying when Tua is the starting quarterback of the Dolphins, or since he's been the starting quarterback for the Dolphins, when the temperature is 70 degrees or below, the Dolphins are 6-16.
Yeah.
Six
Wow.
wins
That was the whole thing
and
with
16
that,
losses.
Was it divisional or wild card game against the
Yeah.
Chiefs when they went to their place?
Yeah.
It was like
Oh,
30
the
degrees or
Chiefs.
something, and
Yeah,
No,
if you're not used to playing in it,
-20.
if you're not used to playing in an environment like that, it can make a huge. Like I'm sure when the Broncos are home, it makes a huge difference for other players because of the elevation. So,
It does.
Yeah.
because I mean that's where the in Denver, they're used to training there, and so they kind of have an advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Tua's legit a bad, poor weather quarterback as well.
Yep.
Bad.
Let's go to the AFC North. the teams in the division: the Bengals, the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Browns. I picked the Ravens initially, but I'm switching to the Steelers based off my bold predictions. So give me the Steelers to win based off what I said earlier. Matt, how are you feeling? Do you want to update? You took the Browns previously. Are you thinking about changing it, or are you going to stick with the Browns?
I'm gonna switch to the. I'll switch to the Ravens.
Oh, man. He's switching.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is it
Yeah,
because
Nick
Derrick
Chubb
Henry?
the first 4 weeks. Well, that's in addition to Derrick Henry. I think that's going to be that helps. I think the loss of Nick Chubb for the first 4 games will hurt just how to play catch up. So it's a combination of both adding Henry and then losing Chubb for the first 4 games.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Yeah. Derrick Henry, I mean, you got to think he's going to take a lot of load off Lamar. He's not going to have to run around and do, some crazy scramble.
Well,
They have
if he doesn't take the load off, I think it's more so their alone is what helps. Whether they feed him or not, it's a threat of him in the backfield.
Right. I feel it. I fuck with it. Jake, how you feeling? You took the Ravens last time we did this. You switching it, or you sticking with it?
Nope, I'm gonna stick with them. It's a tough division. I would change here to
Yep.
the Bengals if Jamar had a contract, but he does not, and Bengals always start off week 2. So I
That's
don't even know if
exactly
Jamar's
it,
playing
yeah.
week 1 right now.
It's looking like he's not
Neither
going
does
to
he,
so
actually.
far.
Yeah.
Neither
They'll
does
probably
he.
lose,
Higgins.
and they'll probably lose week
Yep.
1. Then Jamar will get paid, and then they'll continue to play.
Yep.
That's probably what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna stick with the Ravens.
But even so, like you just mentioned, they always started slow. So even
Yeah.
with Jamar, even if he was here for week 1, that doesn't really help based off the history, at least.
Yep. Yeah, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. Dakota, how you feeling? Who you taking in this?
I'm actually gonna go with the Bengals.
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yeah, I do like Joey B. I think he's the best looking
Yep.
quarterback in the league, besides that
Whoa.
stupid Eminem haircut he has going on right now.
Oh,
But I mean, Jake said it perfectly. We don't know if Chase is going to play week 1. You said it's not looking that way, but hopefully he gets paid. Same with T. Higgins. But even if they lose Higgins and they keep Chase, then I think they'll do just fine, especially since apparently he's healthier than ever. Hopefully he doesn't get injured again. And I think he can be a threat.
I agree. I mean, the Bengals, I think,
I like it.
is a good pick to win the division. It's just, is Joe Burrow going to be healthy? Like,
Yeah.
if
That's
they
what it
win it,
is.
it's just like, of course they won it. Like, Joe Burrow stayed healthy. All right, the AFC South. The
I
Jags.
mean, come on.
The Jags, the Titans, the Colts, and the Texans. Matt, this is one of your divisions here. You're a big fan of the Colts. We're going to kick it over to you first here, Matt. You took
I mean,
the
I don't think I
Colts
need to say anything. I think we might as well just stick with it. I mean, if Arizona's going to win the MVP, they're going to have to win the division. I think it's
So,
plain and simple. So
sticking with the Colts, huh?
have
Hell
to.
yeah.
Remember where your mouth is.
That's true. My prediction was the Texans. I'm going to stick with that. Jake, how about you?
Yeah, obvious.
Sticking with the Texans, CJ Stroud is turned out to be a phenomenal quarterback. I mean, he got just as far as Dak Prescott has ever got in his one singular year of playing. The new coach is awesome. I mean, there's these new wide receivers on the block, Tank Dell and Nico Collins, that I had never heard of before CJ played. And it turns out these guys are a little bit of a dog.
Tank Dell was a rookie, so that's why you never heard of him, to be
Okay.
fair.
Yeah.
I will
So,
say, though, to that point, though, real quick, I will say when Dak Prescott was a rookie, he went as far as CJ Stroud as a rookie as well. I'll just point that out there. And then his second year, he did not. Just
and his
again,
third
point
and
that out there.
fourth and fifth and sixth. Hasn't got past that. Hasn't got to that elusive championship game. But we'll ignore that. That's a different conversation.
That's a conversation
CJ's
for another day.
Hey, a sleeper pick though,
Yep.
and I was listening to Nick Wright. Trevor Lawrence actually has
Do not
pretty good
say it.
stats.
No, he does not.
Oh, now we're
Yeah, he
talking
does.
stats.
no,
yeah,
he does
does.
not.
Yeah, he does. It's very, very comparable to
Daniel
two other
Jones.
quarterbacks. No, it was other quarterbacks. It was like
Well, yeah, if you
one of
cherry
them was
picking.
Dak, I think, and then it was something else. I don't know, but Yeah, it's just
Since
a
he's
little
entered the league, his win-loss ratio and his stats are almost identical to Daniel Jones.
Oh, so we care about win-loss ratio now, huh?
We always have.
Oh, okay. Is there any quarterbacks out there that you just preach about that have a negative win-loss ratio under 500?
All right, move on to Dakota.
okay, yeah, let's move on to Dakota's turn. Dakota's turn.
Let's go to Dakota. Dakota, who's gonna win this division? The AFC.
I think it's
Justin
obvious.
Herbert!
I think
Sorry.
it's obvious who I'm going to go ahead and pick. It's going to be the Colts. I got to stick with my bold prediction. And honestly, dude, if Jonathan Taylor would have gotten paid for the first 4 fucking weeks last year,
Hey,
I think it could have been a completely different season for the Colts.
It would have.
So,
yeah, he had almost 900 yards in like 10 games.
So stupid.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. All
Since
right,
he's
let's.
entered the league, he actually averages the most rushing yards per game.
Jeez.
hey, who has JT in
Ooh.
fantasy?
Me.
Oh,
Might be looking at a trade after this.
Let's go to the AFC West. I think this is probably going to be the easiest division to pick for everybody here. I took the
It should
Chargers
be.
last
It
time we
should be.
picked,
Let's
and
go
I
ahead
already
and change that.
Yeah, it's it's gonna get changed. I took the Chargers, even though Jim Harbaugh or is it John Matt? I don't remember their name. Is it
Jimmy. Yep, Jimmy Harbaugh.
Jim's the new coach? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm switching to the Chiefs. Like until
Why?
proven proven
proven
otherwise,
yeah.
it's
No.
the Chiefs. Like
What do you mean?
You know?
oh, we're gonna save this conversation for a different Cox
Yeah.
and Stocks episode because we already have a lot to talk about this episode.
Oh.
But I'm switching to the Chiefs to win the division. Give me the Chiefs, Matt. How you feeling? You took the Chiefs. Are you switching or
It's
staying?
a nothing division. Move on.
Yeah.
Yep, Chiefs.
Jake, Dakota.
I think you know my answer.
Yeah, I think so too. With
Yeah,
that,
I
I don't think you had to ask. You could have just skipped me.
Is Broncos a sleeper pick?
Yes.
I don't know.
He's a
I
new
like Bo
quarterback
Nix.
for the Broncos.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix from Oregon.
How
I
about
think-
this?
I
How
think
about what's a
Broncos
better
are super
conversation? Who do you think gets second in the division? Because obviously the Chiefs are going to win. I think it's a toss up between the Chargers and the Broncos. Who do you think?
I think it's more of a toss-up between the Raiders and the Broncos.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, worse
You
defense,
trust
new
Chargers?
coach, a quarterback with broken fucking feet on the Chargers. I think it's more of a toss-up between the Raiders and Broncos.
He didn't break his foot. He broke his thumb.
Could you see
No,
someone beside the?
plantar fasciitis this offseason. Wherever the fuck
Plantar
that shit's called.
fasciitis.
Yeah.
Could you see
not a
someone
broken
beside
foot.
the Chiefs in this division making the playoffs?
Broncos.
The only one would be the Broncos. Yeah.
The reason I say that is because with a broken Russell Wilson last year, who just played terrible at times, they were still in contentions within close games.
They benched him
So
while they were
Bo-
still in contention.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Which made no sense. So if Bo Nix can just play average, like honestly, he's going to go through some ups and downs being a rookie. But him being a veteran of 6 years of college, I think that only helps him coming
Yeah.
into the league with all that amount of reps. So I think
Yep.
Broncos because of that.
And he's got Sean Payton
again,
coaching him.
As much as I don't like Sean Payton, he's a Super Bowl winning coach. He knows what to do. So
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, those are our AFC picks. Let's move over to the NFC. Starting with the NFC East, we have the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Commanders. We all took the Cowboys to win the division last time we did the picks. I'm honestly stick with the Cowboys, but the NFC East has not had a repeat division winner for over 20 years or some crazy shit like
yeah,
that.
I think 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah, will that streak continue? I don't know. I mean, history tells you it won't, but why would you not pick the Cowboys unless you want to take the Eagles? Like,
I have a reason.
why would you? Okay, we'll get to you, but why would you take the Giants or the Commanders? Like, why would you take the Eagles, Jake, over the
No,
Cowboys?
I wouldn't. I would take the Commanders over the Cowboys as
Yeah.
a sleeper pick.
Really?
That's
You
what-
want me to lock
yeah.
that in? You
Honestly,
think the this is to win the division?
Yes.
You're
Lock that
taking
in.
the Commanders
Jaden
to win the
Daniels
division.
is a
Yeah.
phenomenal quarterback. Jaden Daniels is a phenomenal quarterback.
Wow.
There's too much for the Cow. Dak's playing for a contract. He's gonna over fucking correct himself. CeeDee Lamb doesn't give a fuck anymore. He just got paid. There fucking Jerry Jones is gonna say some stupid shit. There's never been a repeat winner like you said. Eagles are fucking nothing. I think the Commanders are a sleeper pick here.
So I agree
Giants
that the
are.
Commanders are a sleeper pick. Yeah, I mean, Giants are irrelevant. I do like the Commanders as a sleeper pick. I'm going to stick with the Cowboys, but I do like the Commanders.
I Commanders to win the whole division, Jake. I mean, the Eagles have one of the best offensive lines in football.
Not anymore.
Well, they got rid of one guy. I mean,
I think they got rid of two, didn't they?
they got rid of Kelsey.
was,
I mean, he's a Hall of
Kelsey.
Fame.
They didn't get rid
Who
of him.
was
He
it? No.
retired.
There was
Yeah.
another
Well,
guy that
yeah.
retired on the Eagles.
I thought Lane Johnson came back. The right tackle.
No, I
That's what
was-
you're talking about, right?
I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I might be thinking of somebody else. Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox. Is he?
That's defensive side.
Oh, that's defense. Okay. My fault.
Commanders, though, that's a sleeper pick. That's a
Sleeper pick.
major sleeper pick to
I mean,
win the division.
they do have a good offense with Brian Robinson, the Scary Terry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Terry McLaurin. Yep.
yeah.
Bobby Wagner joined the
Oh
Commanders.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep. He's on the last legs of his career, though.
For sure.
But, man, Commanders, that's a sleeper pick, though. I'm sticking with the Cowboys. Matt's sticking with the Cowboys. Dakota, how you feeling?
I
It's,
want to say Cowboys, but I do think I'm actually going to pick the Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles. That's a good pick. Not going to lie. A lot of people...
they started 8-0 for a reason.
A lot of people were, from what I've been seeing recently, been picking the Eagles to go as far as the NFC Championship game. And,
I don't know about that, but I
I
think
feel
they'll
like
take the
Jalen Hurts
Eagles.
doesn't know what's happening half the time. Does anyone else get that vibe? He literally
I get
just
that vibe
doesn't
with
know
Nick
what's happening.
Sirianni. See, I get that vibe with
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni.
The only thing I am worried about with the Eagles is Jason Kelsey being gone at center.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Yeah.
at the same time, like, they just need some fucking dude to be able to have 15 people lay on top of them while they do a tush push. So, like, it doesn't really matter.
Right, Jason Kelsey was really
I mean, the
good at
Eagles have
recognizing
such a great
defenses.
offense, though. And I get. Yeah.
that tush push, that was a big thing with the Eagles the past 2 years. And, you know, losing Jason Kelsey, that's a big blow to that tush push. We'll see if they can keep doing it. How
I
many,
think they'll still be able to do it with any center they have. It's just how much is he willing to get beat up?
Yep.
Right. All right, the NFC North. Matt, you got a team in this division. Jake, you got a team in this division. We're going to start with Jake on this one. The teams in this division: the Vikings, the Lions, the Packers, and the Bears. Bear down. Jake, you
Yeah,
took the Lions to win the division when we did our predictions previously. Are you sticking with them to win the division?
Yep, I have them as the 1 seed in the AFC, so I got to.
Yep. Matt,
Hey,
how you feeling?
I think it's the toughest division, though. Bears and Packers are going to be powerhouses.
Yep. For sure. How you feeling, Matt?
I'm gonna switch to the Lions, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. It's something. Just the fact that I know Jordan Love played well last year, especially the second half of the year, but the first half he was up and down, and
Yeah.
with him only playing one real season of football, that's hard to predict if he's going to continue that trend. And there's no evidence of that either way. Whereas with the Lions, you know who they are. They have two real good running backs. They still want to run the ball. They still had Amon-Ra. He got paid, and Jared Goff seemed like it's a real connection. So, the tight end, Jacob, who's the tight end?
Laporta.
Laporta, thank you. I mean, that's more than
He's got a
solid
hamstring injury right now.
He's all right. It's fine.
So yeah,
He'll
go
be good.
Lions.
Yeah, I got to stick with the Lions here, but I think the Packers. It'll depend when the Packers visit the Lions and the Lions visit the Packers. I think those are the two games that'll kind of decide who's going to win the division. But I'm sticking with the Lions for now. Dakota, how do you feel?
I'm also going to go with the Lions just because they are such a powerhouse. If I was to pick anybody else besides the Lions, it would be the Packers because I think Jordan Love, being able to be behind Aaron Rodgers for, 4 years and learn. And then it was his first official season in the NFL last year. And like you said, Matt, the first half was a little rocky, but it seems like he found his footing. So if he can continue that trend, I think he'll do great. But
You know who would be in the playoffs?
The one knock.
I'm guessing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shit
The one
happens.
knock I do.
The Lions beat the Chiefs for game 1 last year, but guess who won the Super Bowl?
Oh.
Hey, not just saying.
Yeah, shit happens.
Hey, it happens.
I never said the Lions were better than Chiefs, though. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying the Packers are better than the Cowboys or Cowboys are better than the Packers.
I'll say it. Jordan Love's better than Dak.
You did say your third stringers were better than their third stringers. You did say that in the preseason game. You did say that.
Me
I
or
will
Jay?
say-
Because I don't think I
Jake.
said that.
Jake.
Okay, I just want to clarify for the audience.
Yeah, we did beat the Chiefs by
I
1
will
point.
say, with the Packers, I just don't trust them because they don't have that dog or that elite receiver on offense. Like, yeah, they have a lot of average or slightly above average receivers as the receiver by committee room, but they don't have a top tier receiver, and that's kind of concerning, especially in today's NFL when you need that.
Who's your number 1?
Christian
They don't have a
Watson.
number one. But he's not a true number one. That's the thing. They had
I
Dominic
mean, neither
Wilkes.
is like Tank Dell or Nico Collins, but
Nico. I
Hurd.
mean, he had 1,300 yards last year and like over 10 touchdowns. That's a true number one.
So who's the true number? Who's their number 1 on
Packers.
Packer?
It would have to be Christian Watkins, but he's injury prone. And last season, they had a different receiver lead the team in receiving every month, which is the first time in NFL history that's ever happened.
That's pretty good. Hey,
Yeah, and he's
Brett
a receiver
Cheese.
by committee room.
for the Chiefs.
Let's go to the NFC South. The Bucks, the Panthers, the Saints, the Falcons. Few moves
Panthers?
here for the Falcons. They bring in Kirk Cousins. They say, "Hey man, you're the guy. Here's a $200 million contract and here's $100 million guaranteed." I took the Bucks to start last time we did the predictions.
Yep.
Matt, you you took the Panthers, and Jake,
What's
you took the
wrong with
Falcons. I'll just start here. I'm sticking with the Bucks. I don't know. This is the weakest division in football, but I don't know why you would pick any other team besides the Bucks. Matt, how do you feel about your Panthers pick here, pal?
Yeah, they're not my Panthers. Go to the Falcons. Go
You're
Kirk
going to the
Cousins.
Falcons?
Yeah.
How is that like a wild pick? That's not even that wild. What do you mean?
Yeah. Kirko 2 Chains, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Jesse Bates in the defense. That's a great team. At least
Over the
it's on paper.
Bucks?
I trust Kirko. I like Kirko.
Okay.
And Kirko 2 Chains in the heart of Atlanta. Like, come on, that's his people.
And he fucks
Kirko Chains.
He's black. He's black in
Yep.
heart.
He doesn't fuck his wife, but he fucks Atlanta.
Jake, you took the Falcons. Are you sticking with them?
Yeah, I had them as the NFC South champions in my bull predictions.
Yep.
All right, Dakota, how you feeling?
I'm going with the Bucks.
Going with the
I
Bucks.
get it.
Hey,
Yeah.
someone with some common sense around here, huh?
I think
Hey, if you're
Godwin
siding with
and
Ryan, there might be something wrong there. Just
I think Godwin and Baker Mayfield.
well, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is good too, but I mean,
He's alright. He's
yeah, he's alright.
Yeah.
But
Hold on,
honestly,
man.
honestly, part of it
1,200
too.
yards
Baker
since
Mayfield,
every season's been in the league.
He told KU to hold his dick.
He did.
At home,
Good.
at KU home. So
What was
and
that,
I'm
10 years
not
ago?
that was
Nope.
so long ago. That was so long ago.
Hell yeah.
But
Years ago.
it wasn't 10 years ago. It was like 6 years ago or something, maybe 4. I don't know how long he's been in that. It was his
No,
last
more than
season.
4.
It was
What?
his last season in college. I don't know how long Baker's been in the league for. It was not 10 years ago.
No,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
it was like 6 or 7.
But anyway, like I'm not saying I'm a K-State fan, but I really don't like KU. So
Fair enough.
I like Baker Mayfield just for that.
A good pick, respectable. Glad you have some common sense around here.
We're-
And the last division we got to pick the
How about
NFC.
common sense?
All right, chill out. The last division we're picking here, the NFC West. My team is in this division, the Seattle Seahawks. I previously took them to win this division. Obviously, I am a diehard supporter of my Seahawks, but they are not going to win this division. It's going,
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
It's going to be, obviously, the most recent team in the NFC West that has won a Super Bowl, and that is the LA Rams that won the Super Bowl a few years ago. It is not going to be the 49ers this year. I think the LA Rams are a sleeper pick, and I think they win the division this year. Matt, you took the 49ers. Are you sticking with them, or are you kicking them to the curb?
Nope, sticking with them until proven otherwise. Just like the Chiefs, there's no reason to sway from the path.
Jake, how about you? Sticking with the Rams or going somewhere else?
I think Rams are obviously the solid number 2, but I'm changing to Niners. This is their last year to do anything, so they're definitely going to play out. But man, I mean, watching the 49ers is fine, but I do like watching them more with Stafford,
I do like the
Cooper,
Rams, yeah.
and
Yep.
Puka. But yeah, changing Niners.
Got it
I will
locked
say,
in.
especially
Jake's
since
taking
they
the Niners.
Ayuk paid and Trent Williams paid. It seems like that's the move. Just hold out all of camp, make a bunch of noise, and then 1 week before a game, go get paid.
Yeah. Dakota, how you feeling? Niners,
I'm
Hawks,
going
Rams?
with the Niners.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going with the
there.
Niners, but I will say the Niners will never beat the Chiefs in a Super Bowl with this team.
Seems that way.
They
Hey,
haven't.
like I said,
Yeah.
if you have a debuff on your team with Kyle Shanahan as your coach, because he's the only coach to lose both overtime Super Bowls ever. So if your Super Bowl goes to overtime, debuff lost. GG.
All right. Those are our division picks. Let's move into who is going to win the NFC and go to the Super Bowl, and the AFC and who will go to the Super Bowl and eventually our Super Bowl winners. I took the Packers. Matt, you took the Niners. Jake, you took the Lions. I'll start off first here. I took the Packers. I'm going to switch that to the Lions. I'm switching from the Packers to the Lions. Matt, how do you feel? Are you sticking with the Niners to win the NFC this year?
I was going to switch to the Lions as well.
Oh, you taking? You want me to lock it in?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Matt is switching to the
Yeah,
Lions.
I'm locking in. They're very scary team, especially with Jake.
They
saying
should have won last year.
14 of the games are in dome.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's such an advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I need to find that fucking picture.
And I will say, in the first half of last season, I know it's a little different. They didn't even use Jameer Gibbs like they did in the back half. So now they know how to. Same with Laporta. Like, that
Yep.
team is dangerous.
Yep.
Jake,
But if any, I do like the 49ers. I like Purdy, big fan of him. I like Debo. I like McCaffrey. So, but yeah. Safe pick is Lions.
do I even have to ask?
Nah, it's gonna be the Lions. They should have won it last year. They lost when they got that catch at the second half. What Lions really need to work on more than anything is their second half performance. Their second half performance is so fucking weak for whatever reason. Like in the Rams game, we should have lost that game because I think we scored like maybe a field goal or something like that in the second half, if that. And we blew it away in the second half against the Niners.
Dakota, who do you think is going to win the NFC conference this year?
49ers.
The 49ers. Wow. You
I
think
will
they go?
say to Jake. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, to Jake's credit, I think this is their 49ers' last chance to realistically win the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. I think that will be too much pressure for them. I honestly think that's the case.
I don't even think it's pressure. I just think the contracts are about to blow up because they got to pay Purdy, and they won't be able to afford him. They're gonna have to get rid of Debo at the least to afford Purdy.
Yep.
Oh, hold
I
on
wouldn't
one
fucking
second.
sign his ass. I wouldn't sign his ass.
I wanna sidetrack here 1 second. Why the fuck is the Cox and Stock direct message on Discord a picture of me?
It's been like that forever.
Has it really? That's me. That's a picture Dan took of me smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
I got a
I
message
totally
and I was
forgot
like,
about that.
who the fuck's messaging me right now that has a picture of me?
So
I thought it was a
posted
friend
the,
from a different Discord.
I forgot about that. We made that picture.
Okay,
It is so perfect.
sorry about that.
I posted the Trevor Lawrence graphic. I'm trying to find the golf one.
Let me look at this.
Here we
Damn,
go.
dude, Patrick Mahomes throwing
So,
9
okay.
interceptions.
So, wait, how many games are there? 17 games. So
17, yeah.
15, or no? So 14 out of our 17 games are domes. So there you go. There's that.
Yeah, that's massive.
That's an advantage, as they
Yep.
say.
Well, you can make the argument that their games are going to be too easy, so they're going to get sloppy.
No, we were 12-5 last year, so not worried about that.
And did you guys make it to the Super Bowl?
Pseudo, yes.
Okay.
Pseudo.
Can't argue with that.
All right,
He
the
loves a
AFC. The AFC conference winner. I took the Chiefs. Matt, you took the Bills. Jake, you took the Chiefs. I'm sticking with the Chiefs. Matt, Jake, we'll start with you, Matt. Are you updating your pick?
Yeah, fuck the Bills.
Who you changing to? The fact that
The
you
Chiefs
didn't
is the
immediately
obvious
say
answer.
Chiefs is surprising.
That's the obvious answer, though. That's why I don't want to say with them. I'll make it a little spicy.
It's gotta be Ravens.
He's
then.
going to pick Dolphins.
Ravens, Dolphins,
Give me CJ
Texans.
Stroud.
Oh, he's going with the Texans.
Ooh.
Wow. Wait. So hold on.
Yeah.
You're taking the Colts to win the division.
To win.
Texans get into a wild card and go all the way to the Super Bowl or win the AFC championship to go to the Super Bowl. Wow. Dang.
Yep.
Dang.
Why we call him Mad Lad
dang.
Matt?
Wow, he is a mad lad. Jake,
I gotta
you
take a
the
major
other one-
piss. I'm sticking with Chiefs, and if I don't
Please
make
tie
it
your
up,
robe.
The other one I would pick, I swear he looks like a hobbit when he walks. The other one I would pick would be the Bengals, because if they're healthy in the second half of the season,
Yeah.
Joey B and Jamar Chase is a legit team.
That's
a-
only if Chase stays on.
Right? Yeah.
The thing with I feel like so many people are like, oh, I would take the Texans. Oh, I'd take the Ravens. Obviously, I got to take the Chiefs, but everybody's like, oh, I'd take the Bengals if only Joe Burrow could stay healthy. Like,
Yeah,
it's always
that's what it is.
if it just relies on his health. Dakota, do I gotta ask?
No, you don't have to ask.
Yeah, Dakota's taking the Chiefs.
And I want to start off the Super Bowl winner on this one.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I want to start it off.
Okay.
I
Should-
said it
Pictures
about
are posted.
I said it about 10 minutes ago, but the 49ers will never beat the Chiefs at a Super Bowl with the current 49ers and Chiefs team.
Don't tell me.
all right, so I'm back.
Jake, chase the picture I just posted. Since you love Trevor Lawrence so much.
I don't love Trevor Lawrence. I was just
No,
I
I mean,
don't
just
care about him.
take the picture. Just take the picture.
Dakota's leading us off with the Super Bowl pick here. Go ahead, Dakota.
Do you see the picture I posted, Matt?
I did, but I'm just looking at the whole career, not just the first 11 games. Cherry picking.
Oh.
Hey,
Well,
hang on.
you picked two who had a better career than Russell Wilson, so what do we know about that?
Go ahead, Dakota.
We'll ignore that part.
Who's your Super Bowl
I think it's
winner,
obvious
Dakota?
Chiefs, just because they're not the 49ers won't beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Dakota's taking the Chiefs. I took the Chiefs. Jake took the Chiefs. Matt, you took the Bills.
I want to change mine.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. We'll start with you, Jake. Or go to you next. Who are you switching to?
The Chiefs' kryptonite. It sounds stereotypical, but scoring points on them. There was a stat last year that was like if you score 21 points on the Chiefs, you have like a 95% chance to beat them or some weird stuff like that because our defense was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't really score points that well because they have no weapons. And you just double team Kelsey. You got two fucking retards as their wide receivers. Like, it's pretty easy.
They got
So-
Xavier
You're a
Worthy
family
now.
channel.
He's going to get laid out in the first game. I really think that if the Lions get to the Super Bowl, that the Lions win because they are so offensively heavy and so offensively aggressive that they can actually put up the points required, even though they have a very weak defense. So I'm gonna put the Lions up there to win the Super Bowl. However, it's obvious that if the Chiefs go against literally anybody else, they basically win.
Right. I feel that.
I'm gonna tail Jake. I actually like the Lions.
Wow. So you have Lions over the Texans in the Super Bowl, Matt.
I think
Both
Matt died.
offensive heavy teams. Hello.
You gotcha. Can you hear us?
Hello. Okay. Yeah, I just think Lions are a real good team. Sometimes you're the team of destiny. This is your year, and based off 12 wins last year, they're way to keep improving on it. And again, they took the 49ers all the way to the NFC Championship game before the Junior gets fumbled, and then they just kind of collapsed from there. So you could make the argument they should have been back there last year. So yeah, give me the Lions to win it all.
I mean, I'm sticking with the Chiefs until proven otherwise.
Yep.
I
I get
don't
it.
really have much else to say than that until someone knocks him off. There is only 2 quarterbacks that have beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, and one of them is retired. The one guy that is retired is Tom Brady. He beat him twice. 3 of Patrick Mahomes' losses in the playoffs, 2 of them are from Tom Brady. The other one is Joe Burrow. I'm sticking with the Chiefs until proven otherwise.
Playoffs. I know.
What's up?
And Bengals. Do you think Joey?
We're losing you, Matt. We're losing you, Matt.
Do you think Joey B and the Bengals make it?
If Joey B's healthy, yeah. But
Okay.
you got to know if he stays healthy. We'll have to see if he stays healthy. Joey B has been right in that AFC Championship win for about 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right. Those are our division conference Super Bowl picks. Let's move in to the first 8 games here. We have our first game tomorrow night. A rematch of the AFC Championship game this past year. The Ravens at the Chiefs. Now, let me just throw some rules out here while we're doing this, for all the listeners out there, and just a reminder to all the participants, while we are doing the pick, you can see the FanDuel line is on the right side of the screen. That is the line that we are going with. So while the line right now is -3, if it changes to -3.5, -2.5 while we're talking about it, we will update it live. But once we move on from that game to the next game, if the line changes afterwards, too bad. Line is locked in. If you want to change your pick at a later date and time, after Cox and Stocks is over, you have to text it in the Cox and Stocks group chat. Does everybody acknowledge those rules?
Before foot hits ball, that's the rule.
Yes.
Before foot hits ball.
And you go obviously with the original line that we were talking about.
Correct. Yes, we will go
Yep.
with the line that is on the original line. Does everybody acknowledge? Say aye.
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 All right. Ravens at Chiefs. Thursday night football. Tomorrow night. AFC rematch. Ravens at Chiefs, -3. Dakota, you're a big fan. You're the biggest Chiefs fans I know. You're our special guest host for this season. How do you feel having the first pick in Cox and Stocks this year? Who are you going with? The Ravens or the Chiefs? -3 for the Chiefs. Dakota, you're in the hot seat. Make your pick.
I'm going with the Chiefs. We're at home. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Chiefs fans up close, but they're fucking crazy. And since we're at home, they're just gonna be making a whole bunch of noise. And I mean, the Chiefs are the returning Super Bowl champions.
Can't fucking.
All right, I'm gonna say Ryan.
Yeah, I know. I can't fucking type tonight.
I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Chiefs will come out.
Dakota is taking the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football. Week 1 is a little bit wonky, you know. I got a
Well.
trivia question later for you all that maybe if you want to text in the Cox and Stocks chat later tonight, if maybe that'll change your opinion or whatnot. Matt, you won Cox and Stocks last year. How you feeling about the Chiefs -3 here?
So before I begin with my pick, I'm gonna go over the injury report for the Chiefs. They
Okay.
will be out Marquise Brown, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Charles Menahu, who's their starting defensive end. So based off those three guys being out, I'm actually gonna go with the Ravens to cover the +3 spread.
Going with the Ravens.
I just think the Chiefs, they start off slow. They did last year against the Lions. Granted, they didn't have Kelsey or
Chris Jones.
the Chris Jones. Thank you. But having only one receiver with Xavier Worthy, a rookie, and being 175, I think it's going to be a little too much, too soon for the Ravens defense. And I'm excited to see what the Ravens do with Derrick Henry. I'm excited for that combination.
All right. Jake, you were runner-up last year. How do you feel about the Chiefs and Ravens? Chiefs -3.
Yeah, I was going to take the Chiefs here. If it was 3.5, I'd probably choose the Ravens.
Yep.
I think Ravens. Obviously adding Derrick Henry to your team like makes it better, but like you're not gonna not use him, and your whole thing is like I can see them just trying a bunch of RPO shit and just not working it out. I don't know. I gotta see how they play with a uh, lighter Lamar and Derrick Henry in the backfield.
Sure.
Or
But that's week one for any game. It's just feel the team out.
yeah, but the Chiefs haven't changed. Like they're gonna do their thing.
I'm kind of feeling the Ravens here. Week 1 is always wonky. If this was like week 4 or 5, I would definitely take the Chiefs. But week 1 is just it's so weird. Like no team, they're not in like the NFL rhythm. Like sure they've been practicing, they had their preseason and whatever. But week 1, like you never know what the fuck is gonna happen. So I'm just gonna go with the underdog and the Ravens here just to see what happens.
Yep.
So I'm going with the Ravens here. All right. Hey, a Friday night football game in Brazil that the players on both the Packers and the Eagles, they are not fucking happy to be playing in Brazil right now. The Packers at the Eagles -2.5 points for the Eagles. Jake, this is a division rival for you, the Packers. How do you feel about the Packers being technically on the road, but also in a foreign country, playing the Eagles and they're +2.5 underdogs?
Yeah, give me the Packers at +2.5 on a weird Brazil game. No one, never played there. Coming off a great season with an Eagles weird off season. Yeah, I'm taking the Packers underdogs for a weird game.
Dakota, how do you feel?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Really? Why is that?
I think they can continue to do what they do. I mean, who do they still have? They still have Smith. They still have fucking who's that other wide receiver? Yeah, AJ Brown. I don't really know anything about the Packers defense, but I mean, Jalen Hurts, a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback, but so they're both in Brazil, so there's no home advantage, but I think the Eagles will take it.
Matty B?
I'm going to tail Jake and go with the Packers.
Oh.
Yep. I just think with the Eagles, they have a lot of question mark on their defense. I know they added Saquon, and I think that will help them in the long term. But initially, I could see them having an issue trying to force feed him while trying to make A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith happy. And sometimes when you have too many pieces, that's hard because with all the egos takes to get in the NFL, they all want the ball. And sometimes that's a little hard to incorporate, especially early on week 1, whereas the Packers, because they don't have that number 1 receiver and they know the offense is going to be receiver by committee or run by committee, I think is a safer pick. And I think Josh Jacobs being the lone back for the Packers actually helps them and not having to worry about splitting carries.
Fair enough. I'm kind of buying into the Eagles here, so I'm gonna go with the Eagles rather. I think with the
Who's your running
additions,
back this year?
Saquon.
Saquon.
Oh yeah, duh. I just said I'm dumb.
I'm going with Saquon. I think they're gonna give him the ball a lot. Curious how the tush push will work. They probably won't break it out here that much in this game, but I don't know. Week 1's again kind of fishy, but this will be a close game. It'll probably be a 3-point game, but I would take. I could see Eagles winning by 3 points. The Titans at the Bears -4.5 points. This is another division rival for you, Jake, but it's also a division rival for you as well, Matt, and I forgot to mention that in the last game. Yep. Matt, how do you feel about the Bears with Caleb Williams, the #1 overall draft pick, leading the Bears into the first game of the season at home? They are -4.5 point favorites at home.
So I will say a little trivia for you guys, and Ryan, I hope I'm not stepping on your toes here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know the record of first round or #1 overall picks in their first game for quarterbacks.
Okay, I'm gonna have to delete that question because yes, I do know it.
Oh, sorry. I won't say it. Then we'll wait. I won't say it.
That was one of my.
It's great.
That was one of my trivia questions. Let's save it for later. And Matt, you just don't answer that one.
Okay. Because I know that. However, and the Bears are -4.5. How the Bears -4.5? That is so much.
That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points.
Fuck! Give the Titans to cover that.
Ooh.
So much. I'm not a fan of the Caleb Williams hype. But they have a great team around them. But at the same time, I don't trust Will Levis.
He's got a hot girlfriend. They made a sex tape together, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I've been trying to find it. I can't find it.
We'll go Titans relatively. Well, I think it's on her OnlyFans. So.
Oh, that's fucking lame.
Yeah. And he's a mayo guy, mayo in his coffee, and that's disgusting. And
that's the weirdest shit I ever
bought into the jokes. Now he has a whole mayo commercial, and it's kind of cringe. Fuck Will Levis. Give me the Bears.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going with the Bears. Oh, all right.
I wish you were saying with the Titans, man. 'Cause I was gonna choose the Bears.
Give me the Bears.
Let's go to you, Jake. How you feeling?
He talked himself out of it.
Yeah, I did.
You want the Bears?
I bought into Caleb Williams hype, and I think the Bears have done a great job this offseason securing weapons to be around them. So I'm going with the Bears. I actually would not be surprised if this to be a blowout game.
Yeah,
I can see that.
And
remember, this is all the Titans' new coach. I forgot about that too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they got rid of what's his name, Vrabel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dakota, how you feeling?
I'm gonna go with the Bears as well. I don't know much about either one of the teams. I know the Titans. They have Ridley, but I mean,
and they got the
other than
quarterback
that,
from the Chiefs too. McDuffie. No, not McDuffie. The other one, Snead.
Snead's good.
Yep.
But I don't know much about anything else when it comes to the Titans. I think Caleb Williams.
Jamal Adams now. He sucks.
The only thing I've learned about Caleb Williams, honestly, is that he paints his nails and carries a purse, but that takes nothing but confidence, and I like confidence. So I think that man will be able to, use his fingernails to direct sunlight into the, Titans defense and blind them or something. I don't know, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the Bears too.
I like the sports perspective we have now. I didn't think of that.
Caleb Williams, he also told.
Gotta look out of the box. What's that, Ryan?
Caleb Williams in the preseason, he told his teammates like, "Hey man, there's trash all over the place," and he told his teammates to like pick up after themselves. And
he's tidy.
Yeah, he's a tidy boy.
Ballsy from a rookie.
Showing some leadership, like, hey, clean up after yourself. All that good stuff. All right, next game: Steelers at Vikings, -3.5
Hold on.
points.
You mean the Falcons, right? Not Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Steelers at Falcons.
It's already happening, Jake.
I was looking at the logo. Steelers at Falcons. Steelers at Falcons -3.5 points. Whoever
wants to go. You think the Steelers are going to win the division? You got to take it away.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll go first. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Steelers here. I will take the Steelers. I will take the Steelers. I mean, why? Like, if Russell Wilson just plays average football like that he did in the past, there's no reason they shouldn't.
What's his new saying? Is it build the steel or steal what? What's his new saying for the Steelers?
Oh, I don't know.
You
I don't
know
know
it?
if he has a new saying. I didn't. If he put one out, I didn't see it.
I thought he did.
I saw a meme of them. His gun like Steelers, let's melt, something like
That's
that.
yeah, something like that. That's what I
I
saw.
think that was AI
Yeah.
though. I think that was AI.
If he has one, I didn't see it. Honestly, whoever wants to go, like, I mean, just go for it. Like, I don't even. What are your
I'll
guys?
go ahead and go.
I feel like
I'll go
this
ahead
is
and
a
go.
nothing game.
I think Steelers as well.
Whoa.
Who the fuck's the Falcons? He was Vikings.
Kirk
I can never
Cousins.
remember Kirk Cousins. I can never remember his name. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of him. I think he's boring. You know,
Whoa.
as Jake likes to say, he doesn't fuck his wife.
It's true. It's true.
And honestly, dude, T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Watt.
J.J. Watt. He's brothers with T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt's crazy good. That's pretty much all the extent I know about the Steelers. I know J.J. Watt was at one of their practices, so who knows? Maybe he was given some tips and tricks. I don't know.
Oh.
To be fair, I don't think TJ Watt needs any tips.
Well,
or tricks,
maybe
but-
J.J. Watt was helping out with the quarterback. I don't know.
Well,
The
that
dude's
could be.
dude's a fucking veteran. I'll trust him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I like it. I like it.
I like it.
How about you, Matt? Who do you like here?
Give me Kirko, man. I'm riding with
Oh,
Kirko.
dang!
Yeah, give me those 2 chains. And
Kirko
again, this
Chains.
is he's in the Mecca. Okay, come on, he's with his people. Coming out party, you know he's gonna put on a show. You like that? That's what. Come on.
Hey, Jake, you sounded a little upset with Matt's pick there.
Yeah.
Were you trying to take the Falcons?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Falcons, and you know, been preaching this thing about I don't know, like I have to see. I like your arguments, Ryan, but I have to see it.
Yep.
I have to
Yep.
see Russell do exactly as he's been doing.
Sure, yeah, I get that.
Just
Yeah.
bounce it around teams. And,
Yep. And I will say, to piggyback off Jake there, and to go against your point, Ryan, just because you read his stats, your 26 touchdowns, whatever picks he threw, almost 4,000 yards, right? I think that's taking it out of context. 'Cause when we watched Russell Wilson the past 2 years with the Broncos, he was not an average quarterback. He was a below average quarterback. Just because his stats will say otherwise, 26 touchdowns, whatnot, he looked terrible. He walked himself into sacks. It looked like he couldn't even move anymore. And so, just because he could put up the touchdowns, that doesn't mean he can throw to the receivers of the Steelers, which they only have Pickens. So I'm not buying into the hype of Russell Wilson. And there's a reason there's a quarterback competition with him and Justin Fields. Like, that wouldn't be a competition if he was actually the best quarterback in that room. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is 3 games that I just highlighted right here. Steelers
sure,
lost by 3 points in this game. They lost by 3 points in this game, and they lost by 10 points in this game that I have highlighted right here on the screen. You don't think if they had maybe doubled the passing touchdowns right there, they wouldn't have 3 more wins? That would bump them up to 13-4?
Why not just highlight all the games? Just fuck it. They should
Yeah.
just be 16 and 17
I'm
and
just,
0.
I'm just saying, if they had a few more passing touchdowns, that's all I'm saying.
I don't.
That's all I'm saying.
But again, it's that offensive coordinator and how they're calling plays. Just because Russell Wilson came up from a prolific offense with the Broncos, that doesn't mean that's going to carry over to the Steelers.
No, it doesn't. But I mean,
We gotta
you
see it. I gotta see it.
Yeah.
I like your argument. I just have to see
Yep.
it.
I get it. All right, how about the battle for Florida? The Jacksonville Jaguars
So,
at the
I want to know who
Miami
Jacob's going to pick.
Miami
I ain't
Dolphins.
picking the Jags.
minus 3.5 points for the Dolphins. Jake, you're not taking the Jags? Why are you taking the Dolphins?
No.
What? That's your
Can
Danny
they have-
Dimes, though. That's your Danny Dimes.
No,
with the
I don't.
with
I have
Florida.
never said I like Trevor Lawrence. I'm just saying I watched First Things First. And I saw they had similar stats to other people. That's all I said. Obviously, the Dolphins are gonna fucking run away with this game. Jaguars suck ass.
Matt, you had a little
That's all I-
pushback there. Why you go? Are you going?
No,
with
that's
the-
all I wanted to hear. Yep. Nope. Tua.
I've never
Tua,
been an
all the
advocate
way.
for T-Law ever. Actually, the only time I have been an advocate for him is that he's better than Justin Herbert because he doesn't fake injuries and he beat him in a playoff game. It's the only time.
Matt, you have some
Hey.
pushback there. It sounds like. Are you taking the Jags?
Fuck no, they can burn. And I hope Dolphins make them burn. Even the Dolphins, I hope Dolphins score 70 points on them.
Drop another 70 burger.
If this was a December game or something, I would pick the Jags though for real.
Dakota, how do you feel about this game?
I'm picking the Dolphins.
The Dolphins all day.
Yeah.
Big.
I like
Tyreek
Tua. I also like,
yep.
you know,
I
Tyreek.
hate
Obviously, I
Tua.
like Tyreek. The only thing that I think it honestly you can use the same argument with Tua and Joe Burrow. Like as long as Tua doesn't get a fucking concussion.
Which he did not last year.
Yeah, but you know it's a one-off year.
Well,
I think he can do well with what he has, especially against the Jaguars. I mean, it's 3.5. Like
and to be fair, Tua was the most accurate QB last year, statistically.
I didn't know that, but that just solidifies my
Let's
decision.
contextualize that. You like to talk about context. What did
Yeah.
you blame the Dolphins for also doing all year last year?
You're right. Yes, they did.
Throwing
A lot of
screens.
I know.
Okay, let's contextualize that accuracy a little bit.
I agree. Both can be true in the same breath.
I could be that most accurate quarterback ever and just do jet sweeps the entire fucking day.
Hey, both can be true in the same breath. Is all I'm saying, and which is true in this, was in a sense.
It's because Tua doesn't have the fucking arm to throw it as far as Tyreek can run.
Well, that's not his fault.
I think it is. I think it is his fault.
By the way, I hate Tua. I just don't think the Jacks have a good team. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna go
Glad
with
we had
the
that on record.
Dolphins. All right, here we go. Big spread.
This is a nothing game. Stop. This is nothing.
the largest spread of the week. The Patriots at the Bengals minus 8.5 points for the Bengals. Matt, you said this is a nothing game. I'm assuming you're taking the Bengals.
Jacoby Brissett is about to become Jacoby Brisket because he's about to get cooked in the fucking Bengals.
Dude, hold on a second. This might be a game I get a leg up on.
Oh, okay. Go off, Jake. Go off.
What were we just talking about? Okay, obviously this is pre-Jamar, okay? We don't know if Jamar's playing.
Oh, that's true. Yes. I guess I'm under the assumption
assuming-
he's gonna play.
Okay, I'm assuming he's not. So under the assumption he does, I'm obviously switching my pick to the Bengals. But a great defense with the Patriots and
We don't know they have
Jacoby
a great
Brissett-
defense anymore. They have a new coach.
I mean, come on, you just fucking tell him where to go. Like it's not that hard.
Mm,
Jacoby Brissett, who I like a lot, I think he's a very, I think he deserves a spot as a starting quarterback somewhere in the league. You
I
know,
agree.
why not just be on the Patriots? Obviously don't have any like real weapons or anything, but minus 8.5 on Bengals, who always start slow, and I'm assuming are not playing with Jamar until I hear differently. Yeah, I'll take the Pats here at minus 8.5 for sure.
Ooh.
Okay, I just want to go on record. If Jamar Chase doesn't play, I will switch to the Patriots. But I'm under the assumption that he will play. Hence the reason the spread is so big.
You know, I'm gonna tail Jake here. I'm taking the Patriots as well. Basically, for everything he just said. Dakota, how do you
What
feel?
about if Jamar plays?
I'm feeling the exact same way, but I'm with Matt. If Chase, honestly, even if Higgins says signs, like I'll go with the Bengals. But right now,
Higgins on the fucking question mark as well.
No, he's on. He got franchise tag, so I guess I was under the assumption he's
Okay.
going to play.
I thought
Yeah,
Higgins was up for free agency. That's what
No,
was under my assumption.
He got franchise tag, but I don't know if he signed it actually.
Because I thought Higgins was also questionable.
He got franchise tagged back in February. I'm assuming that he's like good to go for everything. Like, right? I haven't heard anything else different. The big headline would be Jamar Chase and Higgins aren't playing. Nah, there's no fucking way. I'm
Yeah.
guessing Higgins is playing.
Hold on, I'm checking.
One of the two got. I mean, Higgins has to for sure, right?
So I guess
And-
they just all Zach Taylor
Yeah, he's
saying
playing.
is we'll see.
He's 100%
Yeah,
playing.
I guess they don't think. I don't. They really don't know if Jamar's gonna play.
And
Jamar don't know.
do you think Jamar, like, let me ask this. Do you think, Jamar, he still has 2 years left on his contract, and all these wide receivers got
Yeah.
paid. JJ, CD, Ayuk, whoever. They were on their last year. Jamar has 2 years left. Is he
Yeah.
just kind of like, hey, my contract was 5 years while theirs was 4, but I want the same money? Is that kind of on Jamar a little bit for signing a 5-year contract compared to a
Well, no,
4-year contract?
Well, no. Well, so the thing with Jamar is he's still on his rookie deal. That's why he's still in. He's entering the.
Those other
fourth
guys were
year-
too, though, right?
But they were at the very end. They're at the final year, going into the 5th-year option. That's the
Right,
big
right.
difference.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like Jamar still has that extra year. Like, why are you negotiating 2 years out?
Because you secure your paycheck. That's why he wants the money now, as opposed to risking it. I mean, I think it's stupid. If I was a GM, I would not pay a guy with 2 years remaining. That's a lot in the NFL. 2 years is a lot.
He
You
just
give
wants his
someone-
money before he gets his shit rocked.
Yep.
Do you think he's
'Cause
putting
it's
the
game-
Bengals in
and
a
it-
bad spot by negotiating too early, or
For
is
sure.
he just he wants the
100%.
bag?
Yes. Absolutely he is. But he doesn't care. He wants the money now. And then let's be real, they all want their money. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, they would like to win a Super Bowl, but if they were all being honest, if you interviewed every single football player, all 2,530 of them, they would all say, "No, fuck winning. I want my money." Like if it
Yeah.
came down to it, and that's what he's doing. Which again, that's generational wealth. $100 million or $150 million is generational wealth. That's all he's focused on.
Right.
And so I mean, pros and cons too. But as a GM, I would not pay someone with 2 years remaining. And a prime example is Todd Gurley. The Rams did that, and he was a shell of himself by the time he got to that contract or the
Yep.
end of the contract. Just
Well,
big risk.
if they pay Jamar, him and Joe Burrow will take up 40% of the cap space.
And I
Two-
will say, so this is breaking news. Jamar Chase practiced today for the first official practice of game week. So, I think that means he's on progress to play.
Maybe he just wanted to skip training camp.
Right. Yeah. Which again, Trent Williams did the same thing, and so did Brandon Ayuk.
Do do you think he
And I think
sits?
that's not okay either.
Do you think he sits week 1, Matt?
I just can't imagine if him and Joe Burrow are truly friends like they say they are, like they're brothers, they bought mansions right by each other. I can't imagine you'd let your brother go out to war, battlefield, just by himself, just hanging. Like, hey, I'll see you when you get back. I just can't imagine. And then you got to think from Joe Burrow's perspective. Like, how would he actually feel? Like you're my actual brother. Like, you're a K-boy, and you're just gonna let me leave out to the dry. Like, he would feel some way about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
That
switch to the
would be the
Bengals. I'm gonna switch to the Bengals.
Whoa! Dakota is switching to the Bengals. Damn! Out of nowhere, RKO.
I will obviously be switching to Bengals if Jamar plays, but
Yeah.
Yep. As they say, though.
So then with that, Ryan, Jake, so
Uh-huh.
Jake, and I agree with Jake, if Jamar plays that he just said he'll switch, does that mean he has to text in the group chat?
yes,
Yes, you
Okay,
have.
I didn't-
you have to
text.
text.
Once we move
Okay.
on from the
Even-
game,
even
you
with-
have to text in the group chat.
Okay. I wasn't sure how that works, like with if someone's gonna play or not, and how that works with the pick. But okay, glad we know.
We are moving on to the next game. Texans at Colts. Plus 2.5 points for the Colts. Matt, you're the biggest Colts fan I know. Jeff Saturday is back on Get Up. He's back on First Take. The Colts are hosting the Texans, and the Colts are plus 2.5 point underdogs, hosting the Texans that won a playoff game last year with the Rookie of the Year last year, C.J. Stroud. Matt, how do you feel about this game? Opening up with the division rival, this is a big game and
This is
potentially
gonna be an
has
exciting game.
major
Yeah, it is.
playoff implications
I wish
right
this
off
was
the
Sunday
rip.
Night Football. I really do.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I'm gonna go the Texans, and here's why.
Oh man, Matt
Colts
can't
have
do
not
it.
won. Colts have not won or covered Week 1 game in nearly 10 years. They do not start
Wow.
off hot. Yeah, they do not start off hot. And with Josh Downs being injured, our second receiver, or primary receiver, wide receiver 2, being out with a high ankle sprain, I just think that puts way too much pressure on Jonathan Taylor and AR. And let's be real, I still think AR is a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Year for him, and you're gonna have a lot of ups and downs. I know he beat the Texans last year. Technically, he went off on the Texans before getting the concussion. I hope that continues. Like, show the same thing. You just don't know what to expect when you've been out for 9 months plus. He looks excited in the preseason games. Obviously, they were super vanilla, so they didn't show anything what he can actually do with his legs or his arm talent. I just think with so much going on, and the fact that the Colts always start slow, the safe pick here is really to go with the Texans.
I
I
got
hope
you. It's a
hope
road
AR
game. It's a road game, and normally the home team gets 3 points. So technically, the Texans are minus 5. Yeah.
5.5.
which is, I mean, that's fair too. Honestly, the Texans are home. 5.5 would be fair. I mean, that team, what you're gonna get with CJ Stroud. With an AR
Yeah.
is so raw. He's an unknown. Where I think AR's potential is extraordinary, or exponentially better than CJ Stroud's potential. I really do. His ceiling is
Right.
that much higher. You just don't know, right? Because he's still malleable. They're still trying to create him into the quarterback / runner that he can be. And I think having JT back there now, finally, first game ever together, I think that's super exciting. But at the same time, you're gonna have a lot of mistakes,
Right.
and that's okay. So I'm prepared. I'll go to the Texans. It's gonna be frustrating. Also, I'm gonna root for the Colts, like when I'm watching the game. But
Yeah.
safe money, safe pick early on to the season. We don't gotta make any sneak peeks here. Gotta go to the Texans.
I respect it. How about we go to you here, Halabooty? How do you feel about Texans at Colts plus 2.5?
I'm gonna go
for
with the
Colts?
Texans as well.
Oh, really? Wow. Big
Yeah.
fan of
I
CJ
like-
Stroud?
I mean, he played really well last season, and he was a rookie then.
Yeah, that was his first
Yeah.
year in the NFL.
It is. I don't know. This might be something I changed last minute because I like Jonathan Taylor a lot.
Yep.
And again, I don't know anything about AR, but
Yep.
this is week 1. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. Yep.
So it is kind of hard, but I know the Texans were a madhouse at the end of their season last year. So I'm just going to go with what last season showed me, and it's going to be the Texans.
I feel it. I'm more inclined
it.
to take the road teams in week 1, so I am also going to take the Texans. Jake, how do you feel?
Man, I've been sitting here and I'm like, I just have this urge in me. Like, I really want to take the Colts here. Like, I'm not to discredit anything Matt said. I think all your points are extremely valid, but it's like damn, you got a fucking awesome coach. Yeah, Shane Steichen,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck his name
Yep.
is.
Mm-hmm.
The third
JT's
Reich?
happy.
Yep.
No, Third
Very
Reich's not
happy.
there anymore.
Or my bad. The SS is there now. Yep.
The SS, yeah.
Yep.
JT's
Yeah, I
happy.
like that.
You have a
SS.
motivated AR. MPJ's still there, right? He's still playing.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. He got paid.
And it's a home game, and
Yep.
a great team to play. I don't know, man. I'm just feeling the Colts here. I really am just feeling the Colts. Like, I just
Wow.
can see this as like an awesome game.
Look at
That's
this
a
I
guy.
love that. I
Great game.
appreciate that. I wish this
Yeah.
was Sunday Night Football. I really do.
Sunday Night Football is pretty nice though. But
is.
it should.
Yep.
It definitely could be a primetime game.
Yep.
This
That's
will
what
be
I
a
should say.
fun game.
Yeah. Yep. Bless. It's a noon o'clock kickoff for 1 o'clock for you guys on the East Coast over there. I used to be on the East Coast, no longer, so back to noon. That's an adjustment. So I'm excited. I really am.
Yeah.
AR5, man, he makes me happy. So
That
we'll
is
see.
probably going to be the 1 o'clock game that I watch for sure. That'll be a really good
it'll
game.
be that the Bears game.
Yeah.
Watched.
All right. Last game here before we do halftime trivia. Matt, another team of yours, the Vikings at the Giants. How do you feel about the Vikings at the Giants? And the Vikings are favored? Whoa.
What the fuck?
Don't they have
How?
a rookie quarterback? Wait.
No,
No,
it's Sam
he's
Darnold, isn't
outnumbered.
it?
Yeah, Sam Darnold, bud.
Oh, wait. I thought it was... Oh, no. He got the start. Yeah.
He
over
tore his
JJ Mc-
meniscus.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot
JJ's
about
out
that.
for the season. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
regardless, the Vikings are still favorited over the Giants. The Giants are plus 1.5, and the Vikings are on the road here. Matt, how do you feel about your Vikings?
Come back to me. I don't know how to feel. You guys come back
I
to
know
me.
how to feel about this game. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you guys
I
having
don't.
trouble. Give me the Vikings with Sam Darnold and JJ. Fuck yeah! Like, why am I choosing the fucking Giants here? Hell no. Sam
I
Darnold
was-
and JJ seem like enough to me to beat the fucking Giants.
I was
Like,
gonna
don't
say
know.
I'm taking the Vikings as well. The Giants are dog shit.
I just don't know about Sam. I agree the Giants are dog shit. Terrible. Daniel Dimes might throw 2 pick sixes. I just don't know how I feel about Sam Darnold.
Didn't
Dude,
in their
they
week
can
one
get it
opening-
done.
This is his 4th team in like 3 years.
If the Vikings can play with a third stringer and win games with JJ, I have no doubts about fucking Sam Darnold.
Fuck it, you mean the Vikings? Okay, you convinced me. Okay. Okay.
The Giants just don't have anybody. They lost their one singular weapon they had this offseason. Although their O-line
Well,
is
they
beefed
can
up a little
believe-
bit.
Yeah. Shout out to Hard Knock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holla booty.
I'm going Vikings as well.
Yeah, it's a clean sweep.
Yeah,
So
I think the JJ's too much of a threat.
He is.
This game's a little bit of a nothing game. All right. That is we're going to do a halftime
This game,
here,
nothing
and we're
game.
going to do trivia. Let me pull it up here.
Is
You
this
guys
something
can't
we
hear
can
me
expect
clapping, but
every-
I'm clapping.
Is this something we can expect every show, Ryan? Halftime trivia.
We will see going
You-
forward. Don't look at the screen just in case it pulls up the answers right beforehand.
looking.
Okay, don't look. Okay.
Not looking.
Okay.
Can we look?
You can look.
Oh,
Oh, no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't see anything.
Okay,
Neither
now
did
you
I.
can. Now you can. Now you
We're
can.
good.
Yep, you can
Okay.
look. All right. Halftime trivia, week
chose those
1
brackets?
edition. NFL
Wow.
trivia, week 1 edition.
You forgot an exclamation mark.
Ooh.
No, that was the one there. I did that on purpose. Like when you're tapping it and you take the shift key off too fast and you type the 1. That's on purpose. All right,
Oh.
first question here. Since 2004, how many times has the defending Super Bowl champions lost in week 1 the following year? Is it A, 5, B, 11, C, 6, or D, 9?
B.
Do we
Jake's
raise-
going with B.
How do we raise your hand? How do we do it?
Just say it out loud.
Oh, I think it's A.
I'm gonna go C.
All right.
Yeah,
the
it's either A or
answer
C.
is A, 5
Ooh.
times.
Yeah.
Good job, Matty B.
5 times. The Giants lost. The Ravens lost
you,
after
yeah.
winning. The Patriots lost after winning.
You know the first team ever to lose.
I don't know the first team ever. And the Rams and the
Packers?
Chiefs
Okay.
lost.
It
All right. Next question.
was not the Packers. No.
Which QB has thrown the most touchdowns in a Week 1 game? Is it A, Tom
Oh,
Brady,
I know
B,
this
Drew
one.
Brees,
I know this
C,
one.
Dan Marino,
Let-
D, Peyton Manning?
Matt, you
Wait,
answer
Manning.
last then.
Yeah, you answer last.
Peyton Manning.
Jake's going with
Okay,
Manning.
B.
Dakota?
I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go Breeze.
Dakota's going with Breeze. Matt?
D. He threw 7. He threw 7. D.
It is Peyton Manning. He
Oh my
threw
God.
7 touchdowns.
Against who? Oh,
He
Baltimore.
threw it
The
against
Ravens.
Baltimore.
The
Yeah.
Ravens.
What the
It was a home
fuck?
game. The Ravens won the Super Bowl, but it was a home game for the Broncos because they were doing construction for the Ravens Stadium. So the Broncos are home. D. Called it.
Jeez, Matt. I should have known how excited he fucking got.
7 touchdowns.
Is that what you were going
in
off of,
one
Jake?
game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Next
I'll fucking know
question.
that answer.
Which NFL team has lost the most Week 1 games in NFL history, including prior to the Super Bowl era? Is it A, the Green Bay Packers, B, the Cleveland Browns, C, the Arizona Cardinals, or D, the Chicago Bears?
Bears.
B. I'm going with the Browns.
I think it's A. I think it's. Ooh.
It's A or
I'll go-
D?
I think
I'm
it's.
going to go D.
Yes,
though.
A or D. I'll go D as well.
Dakota, what'd you say?
I said Browns.
The answer is you're all wrong. It's C, the Cardinals.
Whoa,
They have
what?
lost 50 games in week 1 since the start of
Wow.
the NFL. They only have 36 wins. They've
Dang.
played in 88 games, but they have the
Dang.
most losses in week 1 at 50.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Next question. This
Wait,
is
how do you know that's pre-NFL, pre-Super Bowl era?
the NFL has not been around for 88 or
Yeah.
or prior Super Bowl era has not been around for 88 years. Like
Yep.
you can tell right there from the games played. That's
Yep.
yeah. Anyway, in the last 10 years, which starting quarterback has the most week 1 wins? Name that quarterback. These are not your choices. I just threw some pictures on here.
In the last 10 years, which starting QB has the most week 1 win?
Yes, starting quarterback. And remember, I'm just throwing this out there. Some quarterbacks have retired. Some quarterbacks, they started. Now they're a backup.
Tom Brady?
It's gonna be like some stupid ass shit like Russell Wilson or something.
Yeah. I'll go Tom
I'm gonna say
Brady.
Kirk Cousins.
I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers.
I'll go Tom Brady. He seems like a safe pick.
The answer is Aaron Rodgers with 7. Aaron Rodgers has the most in the
That
last 10
picture
Holy
years.
shit,
with
dude.
7.
The hell was that, Nicolas Cage?
Yeah. 7 week 1 wins for Aaron
Dang.
Rodgers. All right, Matt, this is the one.
I know
you
this
can't-
one. I
yeah,
know this
no,
one.
you can't.
I know
You
this
can't.
one.
You can't answer this one, Matt. You can't answer this
Okay.
one. Since
Okay.
2002, 16 quarterbacks have been drafted number 1 overall. Only one didn't start in their first year, the year they got drafted. How many times have they won in week 1 in the year they were drafted?
Okay. So it's over 16 quarterbacks have been drafted number 1 overall. So it's 16. Only one didn't start.
So
So it's
15
over-
technically.
15
So
games.
15 quarterbacks over the course of 22 years.
I
So
have the answer.
how many times have they won in week 1 in the year they were drafted? So it's gonna be like. So is this gonna be like? It's gonna be something stupid like 2-14 or something, or 2-13 or something like that.
Not
right?
their record. Not their.
Well, like two quarterbacks have won and 13 have lost. Like, is that how it's supposed to
Oh
be?
no, it's just
Yes.
it's
Well, technically, yes. Jake, you are correct. Yes.
it's just
Okay,
how
I'm
many
just gonna guess,
have
like-
one. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna guess like 2-1 and 13 lost. Like 2-13. That's what I'm gonna guess.
We're just looking for the wins. It's not. We don't care.
Okay,
about
then
the
2 of
losses.
them. Then 2 of them.
Dakota's holding up 3. The answer is 0. Not a
I know the-
single one
Wow.
has
Wow.
won.
I know the record. I know the record. I know the record.
What's the record, Matt?
14-1. One person
Yep.
has a tie. So it's 14-1.
Yep.
Wow.
Not a single one of them has
Yep.
won. So.
Yep.
I don't know.
What happened
No,
to
no,
A-Rod
not like-
there?
Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
So not even like Joe Burrow. Not even like.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Nope.
Nope. Not a
Andrew
single
Luck,
one
Cam
of them has
Newton.
won.
They all lost.
All right, back to football picks. Moving into the second
That's
half
fun.
of the games here. The Panthers at the Saints. -3.5 points for the Saints. This is kind of a nothing game. Dakota, you got your hand up. Who are you picking here?
I want to go ahead and start this off. And I'm starting off with a question. Do the
Sure.
Saints still have Derek Carr as their quarterback?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I'm picking the Panthers.
Whoa! Dang! You hate Derek Carr.
I don't hate Derek Carr. I just think he's dog shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That clears it up.
And I know for a fact Jake and Ryan know why I think he's dog shit, and it's based off of one YouTube short I watched where Adams was just fucking wide open,
Yeah.
and this dude was just throwing balls
No.
right
that-
over him.
That was Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
That was Jimmy
Oh,
G.
I'm a
yeah.
fucking idiot, but still, fuck Derek Carr.
Fair enough. And I mean, no argument.
Actually,
here.
but Derek Carr, when he was with the
He does
Raiders,
suck.
did not
He
do
does
well.
suck.
Yeah.
He did not do well.
He's a little dog water.
Yeah.
What do
So
you
to have him at 3.5, I don't. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Matt, how do you feel?
This is a nothing game, a nothing division. Both dumpster fire organizations, but give me the Saints. At least,
Yes.
yeah, give me the Saints. At least I don't trust Derek Carr, but at least I know more about him than I know Bryce Young. I'm not a fan of the pick. I don't like it. Based off Jake's reaction, I think we know where he's gonna go with, but Jake, take it away.
Panthers, dude. What better way to start the downfall of Dennis Allen than to losing the Panthers week 1 at
True.
home?
That's
Yeah.
good, valid points.
I'm gonna take
He might
it.
get
Hey,
fired
sleeper
week 2.
pick. It'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
It would be.
hilarious.
I was gonna take the Saints, but for memes, I'll go with the Panthers. Like, fuck it, why not?
3.5 is a lot of points for those fucking horrible ass teams.
That is.
Yeah, but to be fair, hold on. To be fair, can the Panthers even score a field goal? Like,
Probably not.
Don't matter if the game.
Hey, if they don't, I'm sending a video of me kicking.
by the way, we still need to do that.
Yeah.
No,
this-
you know what? Fuck it. I'm going back to the Saints. I'm gonna.
Hell
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not gonna overthink it. Give me the Saints.
Hell yeah. I have no thought going to mine.
We can tell.
All right, Cardinals at Bills -6.5. This is the
Jeez.
second largest spread of the week. Cardinals at Bills -6.5. Jake, you're a big Josh Allen fan. He lost his
know,
two
dude.
receivers. His defense has been ripped apart. And you
Oh.
were saying, last year you were kind of like, oh, I don't know, this Cardinal team might be a little something.
Yeah,
here.
I did feel the Cardinals towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
I feel like Vegas put so many points on Josh Allen for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, it's always the Bills with some gigantic fucking spread. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stick it here with the Cardinals.
Ooh.
Nice, still warm in New York. No issue
Yep.
there. And it's just, I don't know. Josh Allen doing it by himself to get -6.5 is a lot. He's got to win by a touchdown. Yeah, I'll get the Cardinals. I gotta take another piss.
And I will say, before anyone else goes, this will be the first game DeMar Hamlin starts since he died on the field.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And who's he
will
with?
start
The Bills or the Cardinals?
with the Bills.
Bills.
Okay, I don't
Can't
trust
cut
dead
him.
people.
Unfortunately, they can't cut him because they probably feel like he's going to sue them, so they have to keep him on the roster. So, nice guaranteed job for him.
So who you going? You going with the Cards, Matt?
Yeah, give him the cards.
Cardinals.
And
I'm
I
gonna
will
third
say-
that. I'm gonna third that as well.
Going with
and
the
I will say-
Cardinals.
When Kyle Murray was healthy last year after coming back from his ACL, they were like a top 3 to top 5 scoring team in the NFL. So,
I'm also going
and now
with
they have Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Cardinals, basically for what I said with my bold prediction. I don't think the Bills are going to make the playoffs,
Yep.
and everything's been ripped. Excuse me, everything's been ripped away from their team. I think it will say a lot if the Bills cover. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. If the Cardinals lose, but it's and cover, and if it's like a 1 or 2 point game, I think that says more about the Cardinals than it does the Bills.
Yes, I agree.
No one took the Bills?
So that's why I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. All right, Raiders at Chargers. Jake, your favorite quarterback with a new head coach. With a new head coach, John Harbaugh. I already forgot which fucking one it is because I can't ever fucking
matter.
remember those two retards. It doesn't matter, but your favorite quarterback, Justin Herbert, is taking the field in his first home game this season, hosting a division rival, the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders at Chargers, -3 for the Chargers. Jake, how you feeling about this team?
Give me the Raiders. Coming off a great second half of the season. They seem to really rally around their coach. His name is blanking on me right now.
Antonio Pierce, AP.
Yeah. Max Crosby loves him. That seems to be enough
Yep.
for pretty much everybody. And I could see Max Crosby literally hitting Justin Herbert so fucking hard that he limps off the field and doesn't play another snap of the season. And I'll hear about how great he is and how his longevity is awesome and shit like that later on in the offseason.
Again, we do not condone injuries on this channel.
Jake, I was thinking
Everything is
the
just
exact same thing about Max Crosby.
Yeah, it's going to blow the fuck. And
I condone injuries against the 49ers.
Devontae, he obviously wants out of Raiders territory, but
Oh,
He's got Minshew thrown to him now.
5-year deal. Nope, Gardner.
yeah. But it is what it is. Justin Herbert's super fucking overrated, and I've showed Matt. Obviously, people are, what they say, Matt. What did Bruce say? What Bruce say on First Things First?
Just because one person says it doesn't make it true.
And then Nick Wright also agreed with him and said there's a bunch of fucking Justin Herbert simps out there.
He did say
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
Fans.
I can't wait to hear what excuse Justin Herbert has at the end of this season when he
He
misses
has
the playoffs.
literally never made an excuse. Like,
No, the excuse you give him.
oh, okay, because you said the excuse he makes, so that's why I got
No.
That's
confused.
true.
Oh no, I'm saying the excuse you guys will give him, like on why he's this like miraculous quarterback that's graced the field. So just excited to see that. I'm just excited to see it because you like longevity, so I'm excited to see how that plays into him limping off the field. So that's my pick, Raiders.
Matt, why don't you go next? Like,
Hey, is that 2 or 3? I can't see.
It's minus
it's-
3.
Spread.
Yeah, 3.
-3. I'm gonna go with the Chargers, but the only thing I don't feel comfortable about, and I'll be honest, just transparency, the Chargers lost all their offensive weapons. They lost Keenan Allen, they lost Mike Williams, so I don't know who they're gonna throw to. That's my biggest concern. I'm just being serious. Who's the receiver? Palmer?
They weren't throwing
That's
anybody
it,
when
right?
they had to fucking people, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, for the love of God.
Jeez.
What was that?
I'll put Chargers tentatively, but we'll see. I just gotta do more research on their team.
I'm going with the Chargers to spite Jake at this point.
Yep, that's good.
Dakota, who are you taking?
So over the last, I want to say 3 years, I've heard nothing but 2 people in here defend Herbert, and one person just absolutely fucking hate Herbert. And I'm looking at the fucking Chargers roster right now, and frankly, I don't know a lot, but I don't see any names in here that sticks out to me. But I do know one thing, and I'm going to agree with Jake on this. Max Crosby is going to be a threat. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. And plus,
Wow.
my uncle, been a huge Raiders fan since the day he was born, I would assume. I don't know. I didn't talk to him about it, but I remember when I was younger, he was a huge Raiders fan. So I'm going to do this one for him. Going with the Raiders.
Hey, shout out to your uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Raiders fan.
He's not going to be
Awesome.
watching this, so.
Well,
He could,
you gotta
though,
send him to the
He
link.
could. He honestly,
Yep.
maybe I'll send him a link. I don't know.
Yep. I got my coworkers watching it now. We got new people, new bloods.
All right,
From
next
Georgia?
game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Next game. Broncos at my team, the Seattle Seahawks. Ah! Minus 5.5 points for the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, did you really think I was going to take the Seahawks or take the Broncos over the Seahawks? Absolutely. Give me the Seahawks. We got Devin Witherspoon. We got Julian Love. Geno Smith is just getting better. This just in, JSN is going to score a touchdown. DK Metcalf. Oh, wait. I was playing Madden earlier. He's leading the league in receiving yards and touchdowns in Madden. I expect
Wait,
that
I know
this
why.
year.
I know why.
What's your record?
I know
4 wins,
exactly
5
why
wins?
he's leading the record right now.
It's because of one play.
One play over and over again.
No, in all seriousness, though, I honestly think this is a toss-up, and I would take the Broncos. The only thing is, the team of the Seahawks is still there. It's just the coaching. They got rid of the Pete Carroll and the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator, and now Mike McDonald, the former Ravens defensive coordinator, he's now the head coach. He brought in his own staff. And I think Seattle's defense has been kind of holding them back for the past few years. So I really hope Mike McDonald comes in here and kind of puts a lot of emphasis on the defense. With the Broncos having a rookie QB with Bo Nix, I think he's going to kind of tee off on him a little bit. So minus 5.5, it's a big spread. I don't like the spread, but I'm more confident in the Seahawks to cover minus 5.5 than I am the Broncos. And how about you, Matt? How do you feel?
Matt may have died, so I'm going to go ahead and take this one from
Yeah,
him.
go ahead. Yeah.
I'm also going with the Seahawks here.
Oh, look at you, pal.
Yeah. Fuck the Broncos.
Oh, division rival, right? Get them out of
Yep,
here.
that and my former manager was a Broncos fan. He's a great dude, but fuck the Broncos.
Yep,
Um,
naturally.
yeah. My former manager has tiny calves, so
Oh, you can run faster than him? You can beat him in a 40?
I'm not saying that.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, if I was to put money on it, then yes, I would because I have money on it. But realistically, no.
Gotcha.
And
Matt,
you kick further than him.
I think
I could kick further than him, 100%.
Oh, okay, on the record.
we got you back here, Matt. Who you taking, Broncos or Seahawks? -5.5 for the Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Seahawks because they have a better offense, or their offense I'm more comfortable picking.
Okay.
I like Bo Nix a lot. He's a rookie though. Rookies are gonna make mistakes, and they don't have a great offensive around him. Whereas Geno Smith, as much as I don't like him, he has a legit offense around him. K9, DK, Tyler Lockett, JSN, Bobo. I mean, that's a solid
Bobo.
team. You just gotta get them the ball. So
More
let's go
Bobo.
Seattle, and it's a new generation in Seattle. So and they're home in that crowd. I think that's advantage for Seattle.
Absolutely. Jake, how you feeling?
I mean, 5.5. I just feel like it's a lot of points for man. I don't know. Like, I just feel like the
third
Broncos
largest spread of the weekend.
No.
Broncos will definitely make up, I think, their lack of offense and defense.
They just signed PS2 to a massive contract.
Yeah. Tentatively, I want to take the Broncos here. Just, defending against a new quarterback's always a bitch. Yeah, I'm going to tentatively take the Broncos. Not happy about it. It's just 5.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, next game. Cowboys at Browns. This is the first ever game for Tom Brady where he is in the commentating booth. He is commentating this game. He will be in the booth. You will hear him live when this game is live this Sunday. Cowboys at Browns, -2.5 points for the Browns. Jake, you're a big Dak Prescott fan. How do you feel about the Cowboys?
A lot of noise this offseason.
Wow.
I'm surprised at the -2.5 for the Browns, but their defense at home is crazy good. And I'll go ahead and side with the Browns here. Hey, and Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback, to play, said, hopefully Dak can get it done this year, which means he hasn't got it done in years past, which means he kind of sucks. So, that's just the GOAT copying what I say. So whatever,
That's what a way to extrapolate off that.
Yeah. But Ryan, I know you're a Dak lover and a Mike McCarthy lover, so I don't want to rain on your parade. So.
All right. Dakota, how do you feel?
I'm going with the Cowboys.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Dakota Prescott, I like it. Dakota Prescott, Dakota Murphy.
I don't know.
Is it a name thing or is it just like?
No, it's not a name thing. I don't know anything about the Browns. I do know that Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. Now, like Jake likes to say, can he win playoff games? No, but this isn't a playoff game.
Not even close. He can't.
So I'm not worried about it right now. Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys.
We might get sued for defamation the way Jake talks about Herbert and Dak Prescott.
If they sue us, and our podcast people start watching. I think that's a good thing.
It's like a banned book. Everybody wants to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
But, if we get sued from something Jake said, then, he's going to have to cover the bill.
True. Hey, he's a disabled vet, so then we got that backing.
Yeah, they're making fun. They're suing a disabled vet? Even better.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
Matt, how you feeling?
Give me Dakota Prescott all the way.
Oh, he likes the boys. We them boys.
I just think on paper they're still the same Cowboys of old. During the regular season, they consistently win 12 wins. And the other thing that I think matters, Browns are without Nick Chubb. Deshaun Watson has been in and out of practice because his shoulder is still recovering from that. I mean, those are big, big question marks. Yeah, they have Amari Cooper and David Njoku, who are more than solid weapons. I mean, and they arguably had the best offensive line. Miles
How do you?
Garrett on the D. I just think Deshaun Watson not being comfortable with the offense, missing all the time, and not having Nick Chubb, arguably top 3 running back, hurts them in this case. In game 1, you don't know what you're going to get, whereas with the Cowboys, it's consistent. You know who they are. You know that team. The consistency of playing with one another, I think that matters. And CeeDee Lamb getting paid, so you know they're going to force feed him.
A cool question, Matt. Is Miles Garrett still with the Browns?
Yes.
How do you think that's going to factor in?
I mean, as long as he doesn't take a helmet to fucking Dakota Prescott's head, I think it'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Alright,
have
Ryan,
to.
what say you?
I'm going with the Cowboys. I think I have to go with the Cowboys here. Just the Browns have a good defense, but the Cowboys I think just have a better offense, and like I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to be able to keep up. I think his contract is fully guaranteed. And if you want to, like, Jake wants to talk about, like, Justin Herbert, like he's going to fake an injury. If there's anybody that's going to fake an injury, it's going to be Deshaun Watson. I'm going with the Cowboys. I think they have a way better offense, and I don't think their offense will...
Well, do we know is Diggs playing? I know DeLon Bland is out. Is Diggs playing, though? Trayvon Diggs.
I have no idea.
Because remember, he tore his ACL last year. Is he back yet? I don't know.
I don't know. You'd have to look that up.
I'm
I
checking.
don't know.
Yeah, I'm checking now.
But I'm going with the Cowboys. While you look that up, we'll go to the next game. Commanders at Bucks. A little bit of a nothing game here. -3.5 points for the Buccaneers hosting the Commanders. I'll just start. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I'm surprised this spread is this close. I thought the Bucks would maybe be 4 or 5, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I believe in Baker Mayfield. I got Mike Evans on my fantasy. I like that offense, so give me the Bucks. -3.5.
I want to hear what Jake has to say, honestly.
How about you,
Yeah,
Jake?
how much is the Commanders? I know that they're basically a brand new team, but I have them winning that division. Or not? Sorry, not that division. Yeah, I have them winning that division. So why not? Why not take the And I'll Baker.
Yep.
Baker seems to have like one of those things where he's like a good year, bad year, good year, bad year, great year last year. See if he can keep it
He's
going.
due for a down year now.
Yeah, I would say so. And why not the Commanders? Why not?
Is
And
it
it's
3 or
it's
3.5?
week 1 too, so
Hey,
You know, who knows?
It's 3.5.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
Hey, we'll go to you last, Matt. How about you, Dakota? How do you feel about the Commanders and the Buccaneers? Who do you
I'm
think
gonna go
is
with the
walk-
Bucks.
Oh.
I think Baker Mayfield, Godwin, and that fucker
Mike
Evans you guys keep talking about can pull it out.
He's
Also,
better than Godwin.
didn't I don't know. Didn't fucking Baker Mayfield help Godwin like continue a record or some shit last year?
No, that was Mike
Evans.
Evans. Mike Evans.
That was Evans. Okay.
Mike Evans has
So-
never had a season where he's had less than 1,000 receiving yards.
Okay. Well then, that's how long has he been in the league for?
10
Almost
years.
10 years.
And
Or is
then
it 10
I
years
think
now?
that'll continue.
Yeah,
I think
this
that
is
will
11
continue.
years. This
And
is
so
11.
against the Commanders, I'm going with the Bucks. I think that's an easy pick.
How about you, Matty B?
I want to say the Bucks. I'll go tentatively the Bucks. One thing is, Jane Daniels does have a lot of excitement around him, a lot of raw potential being a dual threat. I just don't know how he's going to play week 1. And then we just showed the stat. Week 1, starters, rookie QBs typically don't do well. And they do have a team around him. I just feel more comfortable right now with the Bucks at least, because we'll go Bucks for now, but tentatively, I think it'll be a close game. Actually, I really do.
I feel you. It probably will. I wouldn't be shocked if the Commanders win, but I would also be shocked if they did win, which is a double standard. Makes no sense. But give me the Bucks. All right, Jake. Here we go. It's time for your team in a rematch of a playoff game last year. Matthew Stafford with the LA Rams is coming downtown to Detroit in Sunday Night Football. Say it ain't so. Matthew Stafford returns for his second time to Detroit to take on the Lions, minus 3.5 points for the Lions on Sunday night primetime football. Jake, who do you think is covering this spread?
I really wish it was 3. Because it'd be a definite Lions. 3.5 makes it a very hesitant Lions. Hopefully we can get a few more no-call dirty hits on Matthew Stafford this game, like we did in the NFC or in the divisional round. Because we got some dirty hits on that motherfucker.
Dirty.
That should have been called. I think we know why we should have lost to them, and which is our second half performance was horrible, and our team literally basically hasn't changed. It's just only gotten better, and now you don't have like surprise new Puka Nacua anymore. You have an old ass fuck Stafford and an old ass fuck Cooper Kupp.
They're not even that old. Cooper's not even that old.
He old.
So you're going with the Lions, huh?
Yeah.
Jake's taking the Lions at minus 3.5.
Sunday Night Football, baby.
Matt, how do you feel about the Lions and Rams?
Give me the Rams.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So because what Jake just said, on the opposite side, if it was 3, I'd go with the Lions, but at 3.5,
Yeah.
I like the Rams. I mean, that half point in this type of game is a big difference.
It's huge.
Yep. I like Matt Stafford. I'm a massive Cooper Kupp fan. He's a white boy, so he's helping our case here.
Ewu.
He's a white.
Yep.
You say he's a white?
That,
White
yeah,
boy.
kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I'm going to be honest with you.
What you mean?
The way you said it.
What you mean?
You said that he's
Well,
a white.
as the minority of this Cox and Stocks, didn't like the way you said it.
That's true, yes. Thanks for joining us, Minority. Appreciate
Yep.
that.
Thank you. We have
Want to
diversity
clarify
now.
for the audience, I am half Mexican.
I mean, we have plenty of diversity. We have a disabled veteran.
It's not diverse. That's just him being fat. But let's move on.
So, Dakota, who do you like? You like the...
I'm going to go with the Lions. The Lions are...
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't think 3.5 is that big of a spread. But again, this is my first year doing this. So, like, to me, 3.5 doesn't
Really?
seem like much.
Yep.
But the Lions are just such a threat.
We almost lost them last year. I'll say that.
Hey, that's last year.
That's true. True.
I am going to go with the Rams because they're my pick
Oh.
to win the division. So I am going with the Rams to win. Big upset.
I just remembered no Aaron Donald, right?
No, yeah,
Oh,
Aaron
yeah.
Donald is gone. Yep, Aaron Donald is gone.
That's why the spread's that way.
Yep. Oh, yeah, well, even the home team gets 3 points, so they're only getting half a point.
Dude, the last year's game was like, let me look up Rams Lions. Rams Lions.
It was only 2.5.
It was like it was 24-23.
Yeah.
24-23. Yeah, you're right.
Makes sense.
All right, last game. I know we're all getting tired. Jake, I see you yawning. I'm yawning. Matt, I think you're yawning. Dakota, I think you saw. I saw you yawn one time. Last game, Monday Night Football. Jets at 49ers. Aaron Rodgers hopefully is able to survive more than 4 snaps this time. Aaron Rodgers is flying all the way to San Francisco, the team that he was hoping to be drafted by. They passed on him, and now it is time for Aaron Rodgers to take on the 49ers as a Jets starting quarterback. Jets at 49ers minus 4.5 points for the 49ers. Who wants to go first? Dakota,
You
I
got
saw
it.
your
Your
hand first.
division.
Go ahead, Dakota.
I'm going to go ahead and pick the Jets.
Whoa!
I know I have the 49ers making it to the Super Bowl, but this is the first game of the season.
Yep.
I think the 49ers are going to underestimate the Jets. And I think Aaron Rodgers has something to prove.
Hmm.
Because, you know, He's not injured anymore, and Jets didn't really do well with him without him last year. So I think he's going to come in hot. I think the 49ers will regret that.
Jake, you've had a lot to say about Aaron Rodgers in the past. How do you think they fare against the 49ers in this game?
I think this is an overcorrection on Vegas's part for the Aaron Rodgers. I'm surprised the spread's not like 6.
Yep.
So I'm taking the Niners here. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers comes up, lights up the fucking stadium, we're like, holy fuck, is this 2018 Aaron Rodgers? I'm like, sure, okay, fine, whatever. But he's been out too long, and he's too old, and he's on the fucking Jets, and the 49ers are literally haven't lost like anybody in like so. Yeah, I mean, why not just feed McCaffrey like the entire game?
I'm going to go with the Jets just because of Aaron Rodgers, and I hope he lights up that fucking field against the 49ers, and we'll end the show with the Cox and Stocks winner last year. Matt, who are you taking in the Monday Night Football game? Jets at Niners, -4.5 for the Niners.
Honestly, Jake took it and ran with it. Everything he said, I'm backing all the way.
Wow.
I just think that the 49ers are too good of a team. They got IU paid, they got Trent Williams paid. They're playing for Ricky Purcell, who got shot last week. I just think that team, again, this is the last, realistically, probably their last chance to win it all before financial troubles catches up to them. So I think they want to come out, have a good showing, especially being home. Rodgers hasn't played in literally 1 year because he didn't play in the preseason. And there's going to be some rustiness. I can't imagine there's not. Them only having Garrett Wilson as their primary receiver is a challenge compared to the 49ers who have Kittle, Caffrey, Debo, and Ayuk. Yeah, so that team is just too good. I think 4.5 is too kind. I agree with Jake. I think it should be 6.5 at least.
So you like the Niners?
Yeah, I do.
Well, my boys, we have done it. I'm going to recap real fast the first week. Thursday Night Football. Myself and Matt like the Ravens. Jake and Dakota like the Chiefs. Packers at Eagles. Matt and Jake take the Packers. Dakota and I take the Eagles. We all took the Bears over the Titans. Matt and Jake took the Falcons over the Steelers. Dakota and I had the Steelers. Jaguars at Dolphins. We all like the Dolphins. Jake and I have the Patriots over the Bengals. Matt and Dakota have the Bengals. Jake took the... What?
Tentatively for the Bengals game.
Tentatively, yep. You're going to have to text it in the Snapchat group. Jake took the Colts over the Texans to cover. Everybody else took the Texans. We all took the Vikings over the Giants. Jake and Dakota took the Panthers over the Saints. We all took the Cardinals over the Bills. Matt and myself took the Chargers over the Raiders. We all took the Seahawks besides Jake, who took the Broncos. We all took the Cowboys besides Jake, who took the Browns. We all took the Bucks besides Jake, who took the Commanders. We all took Matt and myself took the Rams. Dakota and Jake took the Lions. And Monday Night Football, Matt and Jake took the 49ers. Myself and Dakota took the Jets. Boys,
Hey,
the first Cox and Stocks of the year is in the
welcome
books.
Dakota. Officially welcome
Yes,
Dakota.
welcome Dakota. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here.
While we're still on record, while we're still recording, Jake, you and I are different on 8.
Spicy.
Difference. Very
That's spicy.
spicy.
Very spicy.
The Bengals one will probably change, most likely
Yep.
for either one of us. Depends if Jamar plays or not. So, but yeah, so minimum 7 looks like, max 8 probably.
A lot of good
start.
games.
That's a good week.
Me and Ryan are different from 5 games. So
Oh.
Hey,
Maybe
I love
that
how
bold
you-
prediction will get off to a quick start.
yeah.
we'll end with this.
Yes.
We'll go around the horn here. What game are you looking forward to most, Jake?
Lions, Rams.
Matt,
Colts, Texans.
Dakota.
Probably the Jets 49ers.
Oh,
Whoa, not Chiefs, Ravens?
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going with Ravens Chiefs for my most
Oh.
anticipated looked at game.
Oh, all 4 different. I was not expecting
Yeah.
that. I will say the second game would be the Lions and Rams because of the.
My
history
second game would be
between both teams.
Texans Colts because I want to
Hell
see
yeah.
AR and CJ go against each other really fucking bad.
Yeah.
All right, that's Cocks and Stalks.
Send the link, Ryan.
Alright.
Post it once it's uploaded, and I'll push it up.